Alright, family, today is the day we have all been waiting for. Dave, I know you're very excited for this, so you can take a couple of guesses, and if you don't guess correctly, I will be telling you what we're going to be doing as a family.
We're going to the beach, and I have not gone in many years.
That's right, going to Disneyland was not the only reason we came out here to California. We're going there in 10 to 20 minutes, so I would like all of you to change, and also put on some sunscreen. Oh, come on Dave, not another childish temper tantrum.
But I don't want to put on sunscreen, it's really cold, and I don't want to be cold when we go to the beach.
It only feels a little cold, but Dave, you need to wear sunscreen while you're at the pool or the beach, because you need to protect your skin. Is it that hard?
I don't want to put on sunscreen, 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 I don't want to put on sunscreen.
Dave, stop it. Seriously, you're wasting our time. Now, you need to put on your sunscreen, and here is something I need to tell you. If you put on your sunscreen within the next 5 minutes, then we will have pizza for lunch.
Yay, I love pizza, because pizza is my favorite food in the whole wide world.
Good going, Dave, finally acting like a grown man, or at least you learning how to act more mature.
I hope Dad will stop acting childish for good.
Who knows if that will ever happen, but I hope so as well. Alright, family, we're finally at the beach. Kids, remember to behave yourselves, okay? And Dave, where did you get that bucket? Aren't you too old to make sandcastles?
Well, Catherine, I bought this bucket with my own money, and it was on sale for only $4. And besides, I am not too old to make a sandcastle. I haven't been able to make sandcastles for my entire life.
Dave, I am happy that you bought something with your money, finally, instead of asking me a million times to buy things for you. That is another step in learning to act more grown up. But still, I think you're too old to be making sandcastles.
Catherine, it doesn't matter, because I think making a sandcastle is the best part about going to the beach. You never know how good I may be when it comes to building sandcastles.
Me and my sister are only 12 and 10 years old, respectively, and we have not been making sandcastles since we're about 5 years old.
I agree with Brian, but at least we're happy that you're now buying things that you want with your own money, instead of asking other people to buy things for you.
Alright then, you will see that I can make the best sandcastle. And I mean, it will be the best one that I will have ever seen in my life. You're going to be surprised.
Is it just me, or did I just see Goanimate logic in action?
Look, family, I make the best sandcastle, and I made it with the help of Goanimate logic.
Yes, we can see that. You don't have to tell us, Dad.
Don't you like my work?
I still think making a sandcastle as a grown-up is very childish.
Oh, great, here we go again. How embarrassing can this trip get?
My beautiful sandcastle is all gone. I can't believe that my sandcastle is not there anymore. Why does the world do this to me?
Dave, it's just a sandcastle, and you can always make another one.
No, I wanted that sandcastle to stay there forever, because it's the best one I have ever made in my entire life.
You can always build another sandcastle, you know that, don't you?
Wow.
Dave, stop it. Right now, you're embarrassing not only yourself, but you're also embarrassing this family and everyone at the beach. Because of you, now everyone is staring at us.
Catherine, I want you to build me a sandcastle.
No! I'm not going to do that, especially with the way you're acting right now.
Make me a sandcastle, make me a sandcastle, make me a sandcastle, make me a sandcastle.
You know what? This has got to be the most embarrassing trip that we have gone on.
I agree with you, 100%, Brian. Dad has been acting even more childish than before, and this is beyond embarrassing already.
Emma and Brian, why do you two have to keep getting on my case? I'm only crying because the wind blew down my favorite sandcastle.
Like I said, you can always make another sandcastle. Now stop acting like a baby.
You know what is making me angry right now? The fact that today is Caillou's birthday. He is getting everything he wants, and I am getting grounded by my family on a constant basis. And in particular, he always goes to Chuck E. Cheese's on his birthday. I think he is now too old to go to Chuck E. Cheese's. He should not be going to college for one thing. Instead, I think he needs to be in preschool, because that is where he belongs. And second of all, he needs to be grounded for a really long time on his birthday. I just don't know what to do about the situation, especially since that I've been grounded on a daily basis by my family. Can any of my friends think of something to do? Oh, wait a minute, Arthur and I are going to talk about this in a Zoom meeting in just 10 minutes from now, and he knows how to deal with situations like this. I hope this is going to teach Caillou a big lesson that he won't forget.
Good afternoon, DW.
Good afternoon, Arthur. Thanks for having me on the Zoom meeting.
No problem. Now on with the meeting. So you're probably aware that today is Caillou's birthday, and it's been a little over a month since he came home from college.
Yes, I am aware about Caillou's birthday, but you can continue.
So, I want you to listen very closely, because I have a plan for both of us. First, Caillou will be celebrating with Dora at Applebee's. And then the next day, he and his family will go to Dave and Buster's to celebrate, since I have found out he is no longer interested in eating at Chuck E. Cheese's. Here is the plan. The day that he and his family are at Dave and Buster's, you and I will go over there wearing suits that look like Emily and Sapphire. And then, we take off the suits, and then yell at Caillou and try grounding him and tell him to go back to preschool.
And what next?
Whenever Boris, Doris, or any of the Anderson kids tell us to leave the restaurant, we will throw temper tantrums in Dave and Buster's, even worse than the childish dad. Ha 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 ha.
That sounds like a very good idea, Arthur. But first, we have to make the suits, right?
No, I have already made the suits, but I can tell you which ones we're getting into. I will get into the Sapphire suite, and you will get into the Emily suit.
You did? That's wonderful. I was wondering about that because if we had to make the suits, we would not have much time before we have to go to Dave and Buster's.
You definitely have a point, DW. Well, I better get going, because my family and I are about to eat dinner and then watch some TV on Netflix. But the day after tomorrow, I would like you to meet me at Dave and Buster's, and then we will go into the suits, dressed like Sapphire and Emily, getting the Andersons to think they have decided to rejoin the family. Let's meet at noon that day.
Sounds good.
Well then, You have a good rest of the afternoon, and I will see you in 2 days.
You have a good afternoon as well, Arthur, and I can't wait to do this. Take care.
And same to you, DW.
Wow, I've never been this happy about doing something I have always wanted to do, thanks to Arthur. Hey Arthur, you made it just in time.
And just like I promised, I have the suits. With that said, let's go into the suits, and then head into Dave and Buster's, and find where the Andersons are sitting. This is going to be great.
Alright, Anderson family, before we dig into our delicious cheeseburgers, I want to take this time to wish Caillou a very happy birthday, and we are also excited to have him home during the summer before he goes back to college for his sophomore year. And last but not least, we're happy that he has continued being a straight-A student, after getting really good grades in high school and being in the National Honor Society.
Hello Anderson family.
Emily, Sapphire, what are you two doing here? I thought you moved out of the Anderson house almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, what are the two of you doing here?
Caillou, it's been forever, but we wanted to wish you a very happy birthday. And we're sorry for showing up late.
Well, thank you. But you weren't even invited here.
And because I don't know who you two are, I suggest you leave this area, and go order some cheeseburger or something.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me right, I would like you to leave our table since I don't know who you are. This is my son's birthday celebration, and this is just a family event that we are having. But you're more than welcome to play the arcade games, order a cheeseburger.
Fine, do you want to know who we really are?
Arthur? DW? This can't be. You were in suits that looked like Emily and Sapphire.
Caillou, you're nothing but a big-time troublemaker who is constantly asking mommy and daddy to give you things, and then throwing tantrums when you don't get whatever you want. Besides, you're not old enough to be in college, you should be in preschool instead.
And how dare you celebrate your birthday? You need to understand that you're not allowed to do that because you're a big baby who cries whenever you don't get a toy xylophone from Walmart. Anderson family, you also took our table that we have reserved for us. So I suggest you leave our table before I get the manager.
No, we're not leaving our table, you're the ones who need to leave us alone.
And you don't work at this restaurant. Besides, Caillou is not being a troublemaker anymore.
You want to know something? We own Dave and Buster's, and this very table you're sitting at belongs to us, and you're trespassing on our property, not to mention you're making your troublemaker child even more spoiled than he already is.
Not true at all. You two just came here to Dave and Buster's, wearing suits that look like two of my other sisters who moved out more than a year ago, just so that you can try and ruin my birthday. Good job, because you know you're going to fail.
Oh, really? You think you can play dumb with us? We're going to wreck Dave and Buster's, so that your mommy and daddy can go back to taking you to Chuck E. Cheese's.
No, not you again, Kevin. What do you want this time?
That's right, Thumper and DW, I saw what you two were doing. Now, I need you to come to my office. We have to have a very serious talk about your behavior. Now, just why in the world did you throw down another customer's food onto the ground, and then throw down the table and the chairs?
Well, we wanted to teach Caillou a big lesson, that he is getting more spoiled, number 1, and number 2, he should be in preschool instead of college. And because he is very spoiled, the lesson we taught him was wrecking the Anderson's cheeseburgers, and knocking down the chairs and tables.
What you have done is against restaurant policy, not to mention, some of the other customers ran out of the restaurant because of your temper tantrums. You should be lucky that you did not destroy the entire restaurant. However, I'm going to tell you something very, very important. And listen, good. You two are banned from this property for 2 months, and I will be charging your families a fine of $150 apiece. Last but not least, I'm also going to call your parents. Now, get out of the restaurant. If I see the two of you on this property during the 2-month ban, I will have you charged for trespassing.
Arthur, we can't believe you and DW ruined Caillou's birthday by trying to destroy Dave & Buster's, and now we have to pay the restaurant management $150. I have had enough of your behavior.
You are grounded for the next 4 months. This means, no TV, no Netflix, no surfing the internet, no hanging out with troublemakers, or talking to them on Zoom. Now go upstairs to your room right now.
Why?
Dora Winifred Reed, what has gone through your mind lately? We can't believe that you and Arthur went to Dave & Buster's and tried to ruin Caillou's birthday. After all, we told you multiple times not to hang out with him because he is a troublemaker.
You're grounded for not just the entire summer, but also the first month of the upcoming school year. Certainly, we forbid you from hanging out with troublemakers and Karens, but also, no TV, no video games, no going to the Sugar Bowl, no Chuck E. Cheese's. Now go to your room, and think about what you did.
Why? Now, Caillou, everything is going to be alright. I understand that Dave & Buster's is now closed for repairs because of what DW and Arthur did earlier. And we're going to get our money back in just a few days. However, in the meantime, we have another idea, and you can tell us if you like it.
And I think it may be more enjoyable than going to some fast food restaurant.
And what is it?
Would you like to have hamburgers in the backyard, and afterwards, we play board games?
You know what? That sounds like an even better idea. I'm already bored from going out to eat all of the time and playing arcade games.
We're going to be making the hamburgers in the backyard, and we'll tell you kids when dinner is ready.
DW, Kate, and Joseph, will the three of you please come downstairs for just a few minutes? We have something to discuss with you.
Kids, we decided that this Saturday, we're going to see Lightyear at a different theater. Arthur will be doing things with Buster that day, and as for you Joseph and DW, since the two of you are grounded for fighting over popcorn when we tried to go see the premiere, we decided to have a babysitter watch over the two of you.
You will have a total of 5 guesses as to who the babysitter will be. If you are incorrect on each guess,
No problem, we will tell you who is coming over to babysit you while we're at the theater. Kate, this doesn't apply to you since you're coming to see the film with us.
Is it going to be Miss Martin?
No, even though Miss Martin is back at her teaching job at Goanimate City High School, she's not interested in being a babysitter. You have 4 more guesses.
Is Dora coming over to babysit?
It's not her either, Joseph, but you get 3 more guesses.
Well, is it going to be Karen?
DW, how on earth could you say such a thing?
There is no way we're having Karen as your babysitter. She is very entitled, so you can forget it. Now, where were we? Oh, since that was your 3rd incorrect guess, either one of you get to take 2 more guesses.
Is the babysitter going to be Miss Green?
You are correct, Joseph. Ms. Green is the one watching over you and DW while we're watching Lightyear.
Whoa, 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 wait a minute right there. Miss Green is babysitting us? Are you serious? Seriously, she grounds people every 30 minutes when she is the babysitter. So no, I don't think she is a good choice.
DW, Miss Green does not ground people every 30 minutes, and as a matter of fact, she is one of the best babysitters in Goanimate City. She has gotten a lot of excellent reviews. Now, listen carefully. While me, your dad, and Kate are at the theater, we need you and Joseph to be on your absolute best behavior for Ms. Green. If either of you misbehave, you'll be grounded. Am I clear?
I understand.
I understand as well, and I promise to behave myself for Miss Green.
That's good to know. Well, we have things to get done, so we're going to let you continue doing what you were doing previously. So we'll see you at dinner.
Good afternoon, Karen.
Good afternoon to you, DW. What is the purpose of having this Zoom meeting?
Well, my parents are going to see Lightyear in a different theater, and because Joseph and I are grounded for how we behave during the premiere, only my parents and Kate are going, and Arthur is doing things with Buster. My parents hired Miss Green to be the babysitter for me and Joseph, and I am not particularly happy about that.
Miss Green is the one who grounds people every 30 minutes, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly, and that's why I would like you to babysit me and Joseph.
I am more than happy to do so. But what would you like me to do in order to get ready to do this job?
I would like you to make a suit that looks like Miss Green, and before you arrive, get into the suit, so that my parents think it's Miss Green. Arrive 15 minutes early so that my parents and Kate can get a good seat in the theater before the previews begin, and last but not least, get out of the Miss Green suit once you're in the house.
That sounds like a very good idea, DW. At what time are your parents going to the theater?
They plan to see the film at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Sounds good, and I will be at the house between 1:45 and 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
See you then.
You take care, DW.
DW and Joseph, the babysitter is going to arrive at any minute, so we want to remind you once again about your behavior.
We know, Dad, if we misbehave, we're grounded.
Glad you remembered.
Now that I am at the Reed's house, I will get into the suit that looks like Miss Green, and then ring the doorbell.
You know what? I think that's Ms. Green. I'll get it. Hello, Ms. Green.
Hey there, Mrs. Reed. So, what do you want me to do when I watch over Joseph and DW?
First, and most importantly, do not take them out to eat, because they are grounded. And with regards to their behavior, give them 5 chances to behave themselves, and if they misbehave during all of their chances, send me a text message, but keep in mind, I may not be able to reply right away because I will have my phone turned off inside the theater.
Sounds good to me. Well, I hope you, David, and Kate enjoy Lightyear.
Thank you, and I know Kate is especially going to like Lightyear since she watched all of the Toy Story films.
Hello, DW and Joseph.
Hey Miss Green.
Hello Miss Green.
So, I was thinking, because I am hungry, let's have some lunch.
Definitely, since Joseph and I are also hungry. That sounds like a wonderful idea.
And you know what I am thinking we should have for lunch?
Karen, I didn't know you were going to be our babysitter, and I especially didn't know you were in a suit that looks like Miss Green.
You got that right, Joseph. Anyways, what I was thinking. We should order 4 pizzas from Domino's for lunch. How does that sound?
That sounds very delicious.
Okay then, I am going to make the order on Uber Eats. And in the meantime, you can watch some TV or Netflix. I'm going to put the suit behind a couch, until your parents get home from watching Lightyear.
Oh, come on Dave, that glass isn't breakable, and you only spilled water. Stop making everything into such a big deal, and grow up.
Kids, the pizzas are here.
Alright, time for lunch.
Say, why don't we have the pizzas right here in the living room, while we watch some funny videos on YouTube? Say, kids, why don't we dig in for some delicious Domino's pizza?
Wow, Karen, that was the best lunch that I have had in quite a long time. Thanks for ordering us Domino's pizza from Uber Eats.
Thank you so much for pizza, Karen. I could not have asked for anything more.
You're welcome, Joseph and DW. So, what would you kids like to do in the next hour to an hour and a half before your parents come home?
Let's watch some more funny videos on YouTube, especially Childish Dad.
And then we can play some Apex Legends on the Xbox.
Hey, DW, before we continue watching YouTube videos and Netflix, we should throw the pizza boxes into the recycling bin out back so that Mom and Dad don't find out we had pizza.
Thanks for reminding me, Joseph.
That was fast, and am I having a good time babysitting you too, because I am not having to ground you every 30 minutes. Instead, I give you everything you want.
I agree, Karen is the best babysitter Joseph and I have ever had. Now, let's keep watching Childish Dad. The Lightyear film just finished, and Mom and Dad should be coming home any minute.
Would you like me to get back into the suit?
Yes, please do, and also, text my parents telling them how well behaved we were.
DW, Joseph, I am so proud of you two for the way you behaved for Ms. Green. You didn't misbehave even once.
For this, You're no longer grounded for the summer, and even better, next weekend, we're going to take you to Chuck E. Cheese's. How does that sound?
Wow, really?
Yes, that is the plan. Now, I'm going to be making dinner, but you two can watch some TV or something in the meantime.
Isn't it good that now we're ungrounded?
Yes, it is, and now we can finally do the things we enjoy doing, and more. We get to go to Chuck E. Cheese's.
Wait, what are these pizza boxes doing in the recycling bin? They were not there before. Did Ms. Green order pizzas for Joseph and DW? And I thought I told her not to take the kids out to eat. But I didn't tell her she can't order food from Uber Eats. This is strange.
Looks like I got a notification from the home security system, and it's a video file. Let's take a look and see what happened while we were at the theater.
Now that I am at the Reed's house, I will get into the suit that looks like Miss Green, and then ring the doorbell.
Is it just me? Or am I seeing what I thought I just saw? Karen made a suit that looked like Miss Green, and then showed up onto our property. And just a few minutes later, it looks like the real Miss Green is headed to the front door. She is knocking on the door, but no one answers, and she left the property. I better let Jane know about this.
David, can you come out to the backyard for just a moment? Is that video footage from the doorbell camera that I'm seeing?
Yes, it is. Let me go back to the beginning of the video, and you're not going to believe what happened.
Now that I am at the Reed's house, I will get into the suit that looks like Miss Green, and then ring the doorbell.
No, this cannot be. We did not have Karen babysit the kids. How could this have happened? Karen doesn't even know our address. Before we discuss this some more, let me show you what I found in the recycling bin. David, take a look inside the recycling bin.
Oh my goodness, Jane, you're right. There are 3 pizza boxes in the recycling bin, and I am wondering if Karen ordered pizzas from Domino's Pizza, and then ate the pizzas with DW and Joseph. There could only be one reason that Karen came to our house to watch over DW and Joseph while we were gone.
I think both of them have something to do with this. We're going to have a serious talk with them right now. Joseph, DW, come downstairs immediately.
Oh no, looks like we're in trouble.
Mom, Dad, why do you look so angry right now?
Don't play smart with us, DW. Your dad and I watched surveillance footage from the doorbell camera, and from what we saw, Karen was the one babysitting the two of you.
The first one showed Karen getting into a suit that looks like Miss Green, and then later, the real Miss Green is knocking on the front door, but no one answers, so she leaves the property. Do any of you have an explanation for this?
Don't look at me, I would never have Karen over.
Now Joseph, don't you lie to me. Remember what we told you about lying.
Mom and Dad, I'm going to tell you the truth about what happened. Joseph wasn't involved in this, only I was a part of it. The day you announced that Miss Green was going to be our babysitter, I had a Zoom meeting with Karen. I got her to be the babysitter for me and Joseph, had her come to the house in a suit that looks like Miss Green, and before you two came home, Karen got back in the Miss Green suit and told you how well behaved we were. We watched Netflix, and had pizza for lunch. Karen ordered the pizza from Domino's.
Joseph, you're free to go back to doing what you were doing previously, while we deal with DW. So you're not going to be grounded. Dora, Winifred, Reed, you tricked us. We can't believe you got Karen to look after you and Joseph while we were seeing Lightyear with Kate. That really does it. You are grounded through the beginning of next school year.
Seriously, we will not allow you to talk to Karen on Zoom anymore. And as a matter of fact, you're not to be talking to any troublemakers, and we're going to make sure that your school doesn't put you in the same class with Ortha when the school year starts. Now go upstairs to your room now, and think about what you did.
What? On.
Wow, time does fly, doesn't it? It's hard to believe that it's summer already, and next school year, I will be starting middle school.
I know, right? Especially since we did so well in school this past school year, that our parents are going to take us out to dinner tonight. Brian, do you have any idea where we should go for dinner?
I was thinking, we should have dinner at Applebee's. And we should have dessert here at the house.
That's a good idea, Brian. We should tell Mom as soon as she comes back here to the living room.
So, how are you kids doing so far? I overheard your conversation about where you wanted to go to celebrate you two doing well in school and Brian graduating from elementary school.
We decided that we want to go to Applebee's for dinner, and then we come home to have dessert.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. Anyways, I am going to talk to your dad about our plans.
Coming up next on the Goanimate channel, Caillou gets ungrounded and Rosie gets grounded. Stay tuned.
Oh wow, I like watching Caillou getting ungrounded, because he does not deserve to be grounded. I am tired of having to see Caillou get grounded every time I want to watch videos on YouTube. What is it now?
Dave, can you come downstairs? You've been watching videos for almost the entire day, and it's time to take a break.
But I like watching YouTube videos, especially Caillou getting ungrounded.
You can always watch videos. It's not like you have to watch them at a certain time, do you?
Catherine, I want you to leave me alone. I want you to let me watch some YouTube videos, because that is my favorite thing to do.
Dave, it's quite important, so we need you to come downstairs.
Am I going to have to see the doctor?
No, it's not that. But still, you need to come downstairs.
I'm still not coming downstairs. I like watching Caillou gets ungrounded, and that's the way things will be.
Dave, stop it with this childish behavior. Either you come downstairs, or I am going to have to carry you down to the living room.
Go away, you entitled Karen. If you carry me downstairs, then I am going to sue you in court.
Stop calling me Karen. That is enough with the name calling. I want you to come downstairs right now.
No, I told you multiple times, go away, and let me watch my YouTube videos.
That's it, Dave. I have no choice but to carry you down the stairs. Keep acting like a child, and I am going to keep treating you like one.
Hey, what in the world do you think you're doing? Put me down, you entitled Karen.
For the millionth time, stop calling me an entitled Karen. I am not a Karen.
Help, help, someone please help me. War.
Oh no, not this childish behavior again.
This is getting really annoying already.
Well, things would not be this way if your father learned to act like a grown-up instead of the big baby he has been acting like for the past several months. Anyways, Dave, I wanted to tell you that tonight, we're going out for dinner to celebrate Brian and Emma getting good grades in school this past semester, and also, to celebrate Brian graduating from elementary school.
Really? I love going out to eat. It's one of my favorite things to do, and the food is going to be very delicious. So, what time are we leaving the house?
I was thinking of having dinner at 5:30.
That sounds like a good time to go to the restaurant. I won't tell you which restaurant we're going to until we have arrived there. It's a surprise for you. However, I do want to tell you that we're going to be having cake when we get home from dinner, and if you behave yourself, you can have some dessert. How does that sound?
I like having cake for dessert, one of my favorite desserts in the whole wide world.
Don't we like having cake for dessert on occasion?
Alright, family, let's get into the car and head over to the restaurant. Dave, what is the matter now? You should be happy, because the kids have done well in school, and Brian is entering middle school in late August.
I don't want to be at Applebee's. Applebee's has got to be one of the most boring restaurants. I want to go to Chuck E. Cheese's, not Applebee's.
Oh, come on, Dave, the kids and I were planning for this moment for the past week. Besides, you're too old to go to Chuck E. Cheese's. Couldn't you at least order something from here?
No, I do not like Applebee's. There's no pizza, no arcade games, no kids games. Sorry, Catherine, but I refuse to eat at Applebee's. I'd like you to take me to Chuck E. Cheese's.
Dave, stop it. We're not taking you to Chuck E. Cheese's. The kids wanted to come here to Applebee's to have dinner. And like I told you a moment ago, you're too old to go to Chuck E. Cheese's. That place is mostly for preschoolers, kindergartners, first and second graders.
I'm not too old to go to Chuck E. Cheese's. I see grown-ups going there all the time, and I'm a grown-up.
Oh, no, not this again. Can this get any more embarrassing, not just for this family, but also for just about everyone in this restaurant?
I totally agree with you, Brian. More people in this restaurant are already staring at us, all thanks to this never-ending childish behavior. Besides, we don't go to Chuck E. Cheese's anymore.
Hey, don't call me childish. I am a grown adult. It's just that I want to go to Chuck E. Cheese's, not Applebee's. Take me to Chuck E. Cheese's before I throw another tantrum on the floor.
No! We're not going to Chuck E. Cheese's, especially with the way you're acting right now.
My goodness, this is beyond embarrassing already. Now I am thinking that we should just go home.
Knowing Dad was going to act like a big baby, going to a restaurant was not a good idea in the first place. I agree with Emma, let's go home before this gets out of hand.
War.
Dave, come on.
I don't want to have dinner at home. I want Chuck E. Cheese's. Take me to Chuck E. Cheese's right now.
Dave, get up off the floor, right now. We're going home.
I want to go to Chuck E. Cheese's. 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 War.
I'm going to count to 3, and if you don't get up off the floor, I'm going to have to carry you out to the car. We're going home.
You entitled Karen, why can't you just take me to Chuck E. Cheese's? Is it hard to take me to Chuck E. Cheese's?
1, 2, 3. Well, Dave, because you won't get up off the floor, I have no choice but to carry you out to the car. Come on, kids, let's go home.
Entitled Karen, what in the world do you think you're doing? I demand that you put me down this instant. I do not deserve to be treated like this.
Well, you're acting like a baby, so I am going to treat you like one. Dave, you're grounded for 3 weeks, and you're not getting dessert. Now go to your room. I will bring you your dinner upstairs.
No, I demand to speak to your manager. I don't deserve to be treated this way.
I said go to your room. And I mean right now.
War. Oh, no. What in the world just happened?
The power went out. It happens every once in a while, and you've been through these before. What is the matter right now?
War.
For crying out loud, Dave, why are you throwing another tantrum?
I'm really scared of the dark. Now I have a feeling that some giant spider is going to show up in the house. I don't like being in the dark. It makes me very scared.
Come on, Dave, you are a grown man, and grown-ups do not get scared of the dark. Also, since there is a power outage, I think we should go to bed right now. Besides, we have a big day tomorrow. Now, why don't you get ready for bed, and stop being such a big baby?
No, I will not get ready for bed. I can't get ready for bed if it's completely dark in the house. Turn the lights back on, turn the lights back on.
I'm serious. If you don't stop this childish behavior and get ready for bed, then I am going to extend your grounding to 2 months.
I'm sorry, Catherine, but I just don't want any giant spider chasing me around the house.
There is no such thing as a giant spider. That's only in fairy tales. Now, please get ready for bed. Looks like you're getting ready for bed, after asking you to do so multiple times. Wait, what are you trying to do? Dave, what are you doing now? The lights are not turning on because there is a power outage. So stop thinking that you can make the lights turn back on during this time.
I want to make the power outage go away. I want to make the power outage go away. I can't stand being in the dark anymore.
Stop it, seriously, there is nothing you can do about the power outage. All we can do is wait until the power comes back on, and we should be getting ready for bed. In fact, I think you're waking up the kids with your childish tantrums.
My goodness, having a tantrum over a power outage? This is getting embarrassing, not to mention we're trying to get ready for bed, and then we have to hear this childish tantrum.
I know, this is getting embarrassing already. We were trying to sleep, but then Dad's childish behavior woke us up, and that's why we came downstairs.
Hey, don't call me childish. I am a grown-up, and the rest of you are entitled Karens. How could you do this to me, getting on my case?
Look, we're not getting on your case, it's just that you have been acting very childish during the last few months, Dad, not to mention we were trying to go to sleep when you started throwing a tantrum over a power outage.
That's all we're trying to tell you. We're not getting on our case. But please, learn to act more grown up, and then none of us would get embarrassed by your behavior anymore.
I demand that you make the lights come back on. I want you to make the power outage go away right now. I am scared of the dark, and keep those giant spiders away from me.
That's it, Dave. Tonight, you're going to sleep on the couch, and you're grounded for another 3 weeks. Come on, kids, let's go upstairs, and get ready for bed.
You're just an entitled Karen who won't give me everything I want in the world. Was good. The power is back on. The power is back on. Now time to dance. The lights are back on. The lights are back on. At long last, now I don't have to be in the dark anymore. And I don't have to worry about some giant spider. The lights are back on.
Dave, can you keep it quiet downstairs? And turn off the lights.
But I don't want to be in the dark anymore. Wait a minute, can you give me a nightlight?
No! I'm not giving you a nightlight. You're too old to have a nightlight. There are no giant spiders in the house. Please, Dave, turn off the light and go back to bed. It's past 1 in the morning.
Like I said, I am afraid of the dark, and I'm not going back to sleep until you give me a nightlight.
You know what? I'm going to turn off the light myself, because we need to go back to bed. Good night.
Wait, Catherine, don't turn off the light. War. It's just after 6 in the morning, and last night I had a dream I was performing in the circus with various animals, like an elephant. Now, time to get my day started, because my family is taking me to the circus later today.
Dave, are you getting ready for breakfast?
Just a minute, Catherine, I'll be downstairs in a few minutes. Right now I am brushing my teeth.
Just don't take too long. I'll see you downstairs in about 5 minutes, okay? And I am going to make you your favorite breakfast.
No problem.
Dave, you got up so early. Why is that? You normally don't come downstairs until I call you for breakfast.
Oh, Catherine, it's just that we don't want to be late for the circus. That's why I am up so early.
The circus? Oh no, Dave. The circus is not until tomorrow.
No, the circus is today. I want the circus to be today, not tomorrow. War.
Oh my goodness, Dave, are you going to start this childish behavior again? Now, I'd like you to come into the kitchen and help me make breakfast.
No, I don't want to help make breakfast.
You can come into the kitchen within the next 5 minutes, because I need your help.
Stupid old sports car. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Wow. Wow. Wow 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 wow.
Why can't be the circus be today? I want the circus to be today. War.
Dave, stop it with your temper tantrums. Get up off the floor. You woke up Brian and Emma. Now, I am going to give you 3 chances to act like a grown man, and if you don't, then you're not going to the circus tomorrow. Now, I want you to come into the kitchen and help me with breakfast right now.
My goodness, this is beyond embarrassing. We know that the circus is tomorrow, and yes, it's disappointing news, but that is no reason to be throwing a childish tantrum.
I totally agree with Brian. Dad, why can't you act like a grown-up for once? This childish behavior is really getting out of hand, and we only got 7 hours of sleep because you woke us up with your tantrum.
Fine, I guess you're right. Catherine, I'm going to help you with breakfast in the kitchen.
And we're going to get dressed, now that it's 7 in the morning.
Kids, I will let you know when breakfast is ready. Alright Dave, the first thing we're going to do is make some toast.
Yay, I like eating toast, one of my favorite foods to eat for breakfast.
I know, so why don't you make some slices of bread, and then put them in the toaster?
You know what I am thinking.
What is it?
First, let's make every slice of bread shaped into duckies. I've always wanted to have toast like that.
Dave, honestly, that is for little kids, and you're a grown man. Grown-ups don't have toast that is shaped like a ducky.
But I want to have the toast shaped into duckies. I never had ducky toast in my life, ever.
Dave, we're not making the toast into animal shapes. We're going to have toast the normal way. Animal shapes are for toddlers, and you need to act like a grown man for once.
I just want my toast to be in ducky shapes. I want ducky toast. I want ducky toast. I want ducky toast. I want my toast shaped like ducks.
No! We're not going to make toast shaped like duckies. You're way too old for that, and certainly I'm not making you ducky toast if you keep on acting so childish.
Hey, don't call me childish, you entitled Karen. Now, I want you to make me ducky toast for breakfast.
Alright, Dave, that's it. For you acting childish, we're not going to take you to the circus tomorrow, and I am going to carry you back to your room, and you can have your breakfast upstairs. This is really getting annoying.
Hey, what in the world do you think you're doing? Put me down, you entitled Karen. I do not deserve to be treated this way.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
This is so not fair. I want to go to the circus.
Arthur, on Thursday, we're going to United Artists Theaters to see Lightyear.
I've always wanted to see that film, especially since it's a spin-off of the Toy Story franchise.
I know, a lot of people are going to see the film. But we have some bad news for you.
You're not coming with us because you're grounded, remember?
Not for the entire summer. Are you serious?
Because you have been misbehaving recently, not to mention you have to repeat the 12th grade again, you are indeed grounded for the whole summer, and so you're not joining us. Instead, you will be having a babysitter look after you while we're gone.
Who is it going to be? Is it going to be someone who doesn't ground me every 30 minutes?
Arthur, seriously, you need to quit that attitude. The babysitters don't ground anyone, it's just that if you misbehave, the babysitter will have to report the behavior to the child's parents. That's all.
Also, I am 19 years old. So I am too old to have a babysitter. That's only when I'm like 5 years old or something.
That's the other reason you're having a babysitter. Not only you misbehave a lot, you also act very childish. If you learn to act more grown up, then we won't have to have babysitters for you.
I haven't had a babysitter since I was 7 years old.
Well, I think you may be right actually. Anyways, who is the babysitter going to be?
The babysitter is going to be Catherine.
Is she a new babysitter? I thought it was going to be someone like Miss Green, who has been babysitting for a while already.
No, this will be the first time Catherine is babysitting.
Oh, I see.
So we anticipate she's going to do a good job with babysitting.
Arthur, in just a few minutes, we will be headed to United Artists Theaters to watch Lightyear, but before we go, we want to remind you to be on your absolute best behavior for the babysitter, okay?
And she is going to be ringing the doorbell any minute now.
Och, Mom and Dad, I promise to behave myself when Catherine is here.
We hope you do, because if you misbehave, especially the entire time, we will extend your grounding.
I'll get it.
Good afternoon, so you must be Mrs. Reeves, is that correct?
Yes, and you must be Catherine.
Correct, so, what do you want me to do while I watch over Arthur, while your family is watching Lightyear?
First of all, don't take Arthur out to eat because he is grounded. However, you can make him some lunch or something.
No worries, Mrs. Reeves, I just bought some food from the grocery store.
Oh, that's good. Another thing is, you can put on some Netflix, but Arthur cannot be playing video games. If he misbehaves once, send me a text message, but don't worry if I don't respond because my cell phone is going to be turned off while we're watching the film.
No problem, I will make sure that Arthur is well behaved. In the meantime, you and the rest of the family enjoy watching Lightyear. Why, good afternoon, Arthur.
Good afternoon to you as well. Are you the babysitter?
My name is Catherine, and I am going to be your babysitter today. We're going to have some lunch right now, and what are you thinking about eating?
I think we should go to McDonald's and get a Happy Meal. I want a cheeseburger Happy Meal, with apple slices and a toy.
Arthur, first of all, I cannot take you to any restaurant because your parents won't allow that. I have food in the kitchen that I bought from the supermarket just 15 minutes ago. And second of all, even if I were to take you to a restaurant, you're not getting anything from the kids menu, and that includes Happy Meals. Obviously, I think you're too old to have Happy Meals.
Wait, you've got to be kidding me, aren't you?
No, I'm not kidding. We're going to have lunch here at the house, and I was thinking of making us ham sandwiches.
But I don't want a ham sandwich. I want a cheeseburger Happy Meal from McDonald's, with apple slices and a toy. Why?
Oh, my goodness. Now don't you start this nonsense with me. You're starting to remind me of my husband, and I have to put up with this behavior on a consistent basis. Like I said, we're not going to McDonald's. We're eating lunch here.
Can you order a McDonald's Happy Meal from Uber Eats, at least?
No! Besides, McDonald's is not that healthy. That's why we're going to be having ham sandwiches with whole grain bread. Now, stop acting so childish.
I want a Happy Meal. 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 Please order me a Happy Meal from Uber Eats. Why?
You know what, Arthur? Go to your room for 15 minutes.
No, I am not going to my room. I am 19 years old, and I am grown up, so you cannot treat me like this. How could you do this?
You're acting like a 4-year-old, and that's why I am going to treat you like one, no different than my husband, who is a man-child.
How dare you call me a 4-year-old? I am 19.
But you don't act like you're 19. Now go to your room for 15 minutes.
No, I refuse to go to my room. I am a grown-up, and I should be in college.
Stop it. Now go to your room, like I told you to do. Otherwise, I am going to have to carry you upstairs.
Why?
You know what? I have no choice but to carry you to your room.
What in the world do you think you're doing? Put me down this instant. You could get arrested for that, you know, and I can even sue you in court.
Shut up. Arthur, you can come downstairs, lunch is ready.
Oh wow, finally, lunch is ready. Where is the food?
It's in the kitchen. Now come with me. Arthur, what's wrong? I fixed us lunch. Feel free to dig in, and these ham sandwiches are healthy.
Why?
Not this again.
I told you I did not want ham sandwiches. I wanted Happy Meals from McDonald's. I haven't had a Happy Meal for a very long time, and I have always liked the toys that came with Happy Meals.
Like I told you, no McDonald's, no Happy Meals, and we're doing ham sandwiches.
Here is what I think of your ham sandwiches.
What are you doing? Come get a sandwich. Arthur, I cannot believe you threw the plate onto the floor. Now I am going to have to make the sandwiches again. And that plate probably cost $20. Now, clean up the mess, and then go back to your room for 15 minutes.
I'm not going to clean up the mess, you clean it up, because you didn't get us Happy Meals.
You're the one who threw the plate on the floor, so you need to clean up the mess that you made. Now, go to your room for 15 minutes.
No, you get out of my house, so that I can have someone else over as the babysitter.
I said go to your room now.
Why?
Alright, Arthur, we're going to watch some TV on Netflix. What show would you like to watch?
I want to watch Caillou.
You're too old to watch that show. That show is for preschoolers. We can watch educational TV, but not baby shows.
Why?
This is really getting tiring already, this childish behavior.
Don't call me childish, I am not 4 years old. I am supposed to be in college, not repeating 12th grade over and over.
Enough of your excuses already. I am going to notify your parents about how you are behaving.
Why? I want to watch Caillou. 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 Why?
We're not watching TV after your. As a matter of fact, go back to your room and stay there until your parents get home. I have had enough of your childish behavior already.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Put me down this instant, or I am going to call the police.
Arthur, we cannot believe you disrespected your babysitter while we were watching Lightyear. I have had enough of your nonsense.
You will be even more grounded for not just the whole summer, but also the first 2 months of the 2022-2023 school year. Now stay in your room, and think about what you've done. We'll bring you your dinner, and no dessert for you tonight.
Why?
Oh my goodness, I was getting some sleep, and all of a sudden, there is a thunderstorm. I don't like thunderstorms because they really scare me. Make it stop, make it stop, make it stop.
Karen, my best friend, what seems to be the problem this time?
Taryn, you need to save me from the thunder, it's really making me scared.
I've got just the perfect idea to help you out.
You do?
Yes, so listen closely. If you want to make the thunderstorm go away, you need to teach the clouds a good lesson about not making thunder in the middle of the night so that people can get their sleep.
You know what? I haven't thought of it until you told me. You're such a genius, Taryn. I will be just the person to teach the clouds a good lesson about not making thunder in the middle of the night.
I wish you good luck.
Thanks, Taryn.
Isn't it a lovely night? At long last Goanimate City is getting much needed rain, and the heat wave is also over, all thanks to me, the storm cloud.
Excuse me, but I need to have a very serious talk with you right now.
Hello there, it's so nice to meet you. I am the clouds and I'm making the rain because Goanimate City needs it.
Yes, I know you're the storm clouds, and you're making too much thunder. I demand you stop making it thunder right now.
Repeat that again, I totally did not understand what you just said to me.
Don't you play stupid with me. You know what I just said to you. I demand that you stop playing the drums so loud. I was trying to sleep and then I heard really loud drum rolls, and I got scared of them.
Well, to be honest with you, none of this is my problem. Go back inside the house if you don't like the sound of thunder.
What do you mean it is not your problem? You're a storm cloud, and because of that, it is your problem. You're the one who's playing the drums very loudly from 30,000 feet.
It's not my problem if you cannot handle the sound of thunder, and besides, the thunder and lightning has stopped just a few minutes ago. Besides, I don't even play drums. So I think you are just overreacting. Besides, you're being very deluded.
Did you just call me deluded? How dare you insult me? Don't you realize who I am?
Let me guess, some insane person who is overreacting to this lovely rain that I am making since Goanimate City needs it. I think I have gotten the right answer.
No, I am Karen, the most important person in the entire universe. I am very entitled, and I get whatever I want 24/7. I get everything I demand in this world. And that's the way it is.
Most certainly, how could I not think so clearly?
Now, I am not going to ask you again. Stop playing the drums so loud from 30,000 feet right now. Otherwise I am going to take you to court and I will sue you for millions of dollars.
Ha 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 ha.
And what in the world do you find so funny or entertaining?
It's you. What you're saying is nonsense and silly, telling me that you will take me to court. How is that even possible in the first place? I am a cloud in the sky, and all I do is produce rain. And I cannot even go into a courtroom.
How dare you call me silly and nonsense? I was the smartest student in high school, and I will show you proof. I was also in the National Honor Society sophomore through senior years. And I was an honor graduate in both high school and college. Now, are you going to stop playing the drums to make thunder, or no?
Now, let me think for just a minute. How about, no?
What in the world? Are you refusing to do as I demand? That is it. I am so going to take you to court very soon. And another thing. You are grounded for 17534623190641980 billion weeks. Now, face my teeth, face it. I want the thunderstorm to stop. 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 You entitled rain cloud.
My goodness, you really are an entitled Karen. Now, if you will do me a big favor, that would be nice. I would like you to leave me alone, stop this childish behavior, you're just wasting my time. And no one else in the neighborhood will have to listen to your temper tantrums, especially in the middle of the night when other people are trying to sleep.
You're not going to get away with this one. And this is not the last time you'll see me. You're going to regret playing the drums at midnight.
So, Karen, how did it go? Did you teach the clouds a lesson?
Yes, I did, and as a matter of fact, I am taking the cloud to court next week, because he would not stop playing the drums.
Oh, Karen, I am so happy that you made that decision.
Thank you so much for your help, Taryn.
Anytime.
Brian and Emma, today is a beautiful day, and we don't want to spend all day in the house. What are the two of you thinking of doing?
Emma and I were thinking about going to the pool this afternoon to go swimming.
That sounds like a great idea. Especially since we can do this just about every single weekend, if not many days during the week. I agree with both of you, and we're going to decide that today, we're going to the pool. Thank you for bringing up that idea.
Did I just hear that we're going to the swimming pool this afternoon?
Yes, we're going to go to the pool after lunch. Emma and Brian want to go swimming.
Oh, wow, I've always wanted to go to the pool, my favorite thing to do in the summer.
I know, all of us are happy about the idea, especially with the weather being perfect. Alright, it looks like everyone has gotten ready just in time, especially you, Dave. Now, let's get into the car and head over to the swimming pool.
Excuse me, Dave, but you're not allowed to be wearing nose goggles at the pool.
Do you happen to have a backup pair of goggles?
As a matter of fact, we do. Let me go to the front office, and I will bring them to you.
Oh, thank you so much.
No problem. Here are the spare goggles you can use. Remember to put it back when you're done.
I guess I'm going to put my goggles away, and then go into the pool. It's so nice to be in the baby pool. I can relax, the pool isn't deep, and I can play baby games with my friends if they come to the swimming pool.
Dad, what in the world are you doing in the baby pool?
What do you mean, what am I doing in the baby pool? I like being in the baby pool because it is not deep, and I am also waiting for my friends to show up so we can play baby games.
I saw you here when I was about to go on the water slide in the 3-foot pool. You're too old to be in the baby pool, and what you're doing is quite childish.
Brian, can you go away and mind your own business? I was trying to enjoy my time in the baby pool, but then you came over and interrupted me. Besides, I miss going to the baby pool, and I really enjoyed it. Please, let me stay in the baby pool.
not this again. Seriously, you're embarrassing not only yourself, but you're also embarrassing the whole family, and everyone at the pool. You need to get out of the baby pool, seriously.
What in the world is going on? Dave and Brian, what are you arguing about? Dave, get out of the baby pool, you're too old for that.
That's what I've been trying to tell you, but you won't listen to me. I'm 12 years old, and I don't play in the baby pool anymore.
First of all, let me put some more sunscreen on you. And then we need to have a talk about you going to the baby pool.
Go away, you entitled Karen, and let me play in the baby pool.
No! You're a grown-up, and grown-ups don't play in the baby pool.
But Catherine, the regular pool is too deep, and there's too many people.
You were fine just a few minutes ago in the regular pool. Now come on, get out of the baby pool.
Let me play in the baby pool. Let me play in the baby pool. Let me play in the baby pool. I want to play here.
In all honesty, this is seriously getting very embarrassing. I suggest that we just go home before Dad's childish behavior gets worse.
Brian, why do you have to get on my case? I'm crying because you two won't leave me alone while I'm trying to play in the baby pool.
You know what? We're going straight home, and I'm carrying you to the car. Brian, can you go find Emma?
Hey, what do you think you're doing, you entitled Karen? Put me down this instant. I do not deserve to be treated this way.
Since you are still acting childish, I will still treat you like a big baby.
Put me down, put me down.
Oh, hey Brian, I can hear Dad throwing another one of his childish tantrums again.
Emma, let's go home.
Dave, we are absolutely disappointed in you right now. You acted very childish today at the pool, and that's why we came straight home. Your behavior was embarrassing to not only this family, but everyone who was at the pool. For this, you'll be grounded for the next 2 weeks, and I am going to take away your TV during this time so that you don't play video games.
Hey, wait a minute, what do you think you're doing? Come back here, you're not taking my TV away. Hey, what are you doing, Catherine? That's my TV, give it back to me now.
No, like I told you, you're not having it for 2 weeks because you're grounded. Now stay in your room while I put your TV in another place.
What? The world never gives me whatever I want.
Why does my summer have to be so boring, getting grounded all because Joseph and I were having an argument over some popcorn while we were trying to watch Lightyear. And now I cannot go to the Sugar Bowl for the entire summer, and perhaps this will continue into the new school year.
DW, can you come out into the hallway for just a minute? I need to talk to you.
Why? What did I do?
It's quite important, so I need you in the hallway to discuss this with you. You did nothing wrong now, but it is about something your father and I discussed. DW, remember that you promised Arthur that you were going to pay him for wrecking his laptop after you installed Karen OS, however, you didn't pay him yet. So your father and I were thinking that it's time to get a job so that you can make enough money to pay Arthur.
Wait, what? Why would I want a job?
Like I told you, you're going to pay Arthur for what you did to his computer. And second of all, you need to have a job at some point, you can't be living here forever.
You may be right, as a matter of fact. However, I wonder what job you may be getting for me.
We were thinking, you should get a job at Dave & Buster's. But instead of being a cashier, you will be making food for the customers. The restaurant needs workers to make the food. In fact, we know people at Dave & Buster's, and they will be more than happy to help you get the job.
Oh, wow, making the food, that is going to be one of the best jobs I have ever had in my life.
I'm glad to see that you're happy about getting a job this summer. I'm going to tell the people at Dave & Buster's that you're interested in the position.
In this case, I better start doing my job application on my laptop, and then I will be all set. Now, time to get my laptop and start the job application. It's been 3 days since I submitted my application, and 2 days since I had an interview with the manager on Zoom. At any time, I'm supposed to have another meeting with the manager, and he's going to tell me if I got the job, and I have a feeling I did. Well, the Zoom meeting is going to start right now.
Good afternoon, you must be D.W. Reed, is that right?
Yes, this is her.
My name is Kenny, and I am the manager at Dave & Buster's Goanimate City. I wanted to inform you that I have good news for you, and it is about your job application and interview.
You do?
Yes. After going through your application and looking back at your interview 2 days ago, we decided that you will be a chef at Dave & Buster's. And I wanted to take this time to say congratulations on getting the position.
Why, thank you so much, Kenny.
You're very welcome. And you're going to start work on Tuesday. Once again, congratulations upon accepting this offer. Anyways, I am going to get going for now, but we will see you next week. Take care.
You take care as well. Wow, those hamburgers look so delicious.
Remember, DW, those hamburgers are for restaurant customers. And in a minute, I want you to take the trays to the counter when I'm done making the French fries. I'm going to make some more French fries.
Now that my coworkers have gone to the store to buy more ingredients, I wonder what to do with these hamburgers and fries. Wait a minute, I am going to eat all of the hamburgers and fries, and claiming that they're actually mine, since I made them. Wow, those hamburgers were so delicious. I better make some more.
Oh no, what happened to all of the hamburgers and fries? They were here when we left, but now they're all gone, except for 2.
What are you trying to do with those hamburgers? Those are mine, you know.
DW, were you the one eating the fries and hamburgers while we were at the grocery store?
Yes, I was, Because I own Dave and Buster's, only I am allowed in here, and I get all of the hamburgers and fries whenever I want. I suggest you leave the kitchen before I call the police.
You're not supposed to be eating the food, that's for the restaurant patrons, and I would not be surprised if I see any customers complaining that their orders didn't arrive.
Besides, there is a surveillance camera in the kitchen, and I think the manager is going to show up any minute now and deal with you.
DW, come to my office right now. We need to have a very serious talk about your behavior and your job performance. DW, what in the world were you doing in the kitchen? I saw everything in the surveillance footage.
I don't know what you're talking about. Those people tried to take my hamburgers and fries from me, and I was telling them that the food belonged to me. But they would not leave me alone.
Don't you start me with excuses like that. You knew very well you were supposed to bring the food to the counter so that the cashiers can announce the customers' names over the intercom. But instead, you were eating most of the hamburgers and fries when your co-workers were buying more ingredients. DW, this is something to be taken very seriously. I also had customers complaining that their food didn't arrive in time. Because of what you did, I have no choice but to let you go from your position. You are free to go, and I will be calling your parents.
Dora Winifred Reed, what in the world is wrong with you? We cannot believe you got terminated from your job at Dave & Buster's by eating all of the hamburgers when you were supposed to serve them to customers.
You are grounded for not just the whole summer, but the first 2 months of the upcoming school year. Still, you are not allowed to leave the house until you have another job.
Now thanks to you, I still cannot get my laptop repaired. Now go upstairs to your room, now.
What?
Alright, family, this is the first time in over 2 years that we are finally able to do a picnic, especially since the park would be closed during the stay-at-home order.
I could not agree with you more, Catherine, because I like going on a picnic during the summer when the kids are not in school. And besides, I always like coming to the park when the weather is good.
With that said, let's dig into our delicious bacon, lettuce and tomato sandwiches.
My favorite kind of sandwich in the entire world. I miss eating those sandwiches.
Then why didn't you say so? Dig in, and I know you're going to enjoy them, Dave.
Mom, are there more sandwiches?
As a matter of fact, there are 4 more sandwiches remaining. Feel free to have the rest of the sandwiches. Let me bring them out, and then you can dig in.
Mom, that was by far the best picnic lunch we have had in years, and I'll never forget this moment. And today was the perfect time to go on a picnic.
I'm glad you enjoyed the sandwiches. Anyways, you kids can go on the playground.
Actually, I think I will stay here, but Emma, you can go to the playground. I'm too old since I will be a 7th grader this coming school year.
Wait a minute, did one of you say you were going to the playground?
Yes, I'm the one who is going to play on the playground. And I think some of my friends are here already.
I think I am going to go play on the playground as well. This is another reason I like coming to the park.
Dave, aren't you too old to go on the playground? And besides, you're also too big for the playground equipment. It was intended for children, not grown-ups.
But Catherine, I always see parents taking their kids to the playground, like all the time.
I get your point, but I only see kids playing on the playground, not grown-ups. You should already realize that, okay? What kind of grown-up goes on the swings, goes down the slide, or plays in the sandbox?
But I want to go on the swings, and especially, I want to go down the slide. And I want to play in the sandbox and build sandcastles. I can go down the slide very fast, and I can build very good sandcastles in the sandbox. Why do you never let me do all of those things?
Dave, stop it. Don't start this nonsense again.
You're making me cry because you're criticizing me for wanting to play on the swings and go down the slide. How could you be such an entitled Karen to me?
Look, Dave, you're a grown-up, and grown-ups don't play on the swings, or play in the sandbox, or go down the slide. And grown-ups act their age, not throw tantrums like a 3-year-old.
You're just being a deluded Karen. You should know better than to criticize someone just for doing things they enjoy doing. How would you like it if I criticized you for doing things you like doing?
My goodness, this is just getting very embarrassing already. I'm 12 years old, and because I'll be in middle school, I don't play on the playground anymore. That's something you do in preschool, kindergarten, and elementary school.
Listen very carefully to what I am about to tell you. Look, I am not trying to criticize or insult you. All I am trying to say is that I think you're too old to be playing in the sandbox, going down the slide, and playing on the swings.
Karen, you're just upset because you never got to play on the playground when you were in kindergarten or elementary school.
For your information, I actually did play on the swings and go down the slide when I was in preschool, kindergarten, and elementary school. You big baby. I stopped going to the playground when I was entering middle school.
Good for you, but I want to play on the playground and build sandcastles. I want to play on the swings, I want to go down the slide, I want to play in the sandbox and make sandcastles. I want to play on the playground.
Dave, stop it. You're not going to play on the playground, and now everyone is looking at us because of your embarrassing behavior.
My goodness. This is getting very embarrassing already. Dad throwing a tantrum because he is too old to play on the playground.
I know, right? I think we should go home before this gets any worse.
Come on, Dave, we're going home, so get up off the ground and let's go to the car.
No, not until you take me to the playground and let me go on the slides.
You're certainly not going to the playground when you behave like that. Now get up so that we can go home. If you don't get up, then I will have to carry you to the car.
I want to play on the playground. I want to play on the playground. I want to play on the playground. I want to play on the playground.
Alright then, I am going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to carry you to the car. Come on kids, we're going home.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Put me down, you entitled Karen.
Stop it. I am not Karen, okay? Dave, like always, I am going to treat you like a big baby, because you keep acting like one. You'll be grounded for 2 weeks starting from today. Next weekend, you're not joining us to go on a picnic, and instead you will be having a babysitter. Now go to your room.
Wow.
Coming up next at 10:30 on Sprout, Sesame Street. Stay tuned.
I can't wait to see Sesame Street, one of my favorite shows of all time. Second favorite after Barney and Friends.
Dave, can you come out into the hallway for just a moment? There is something I need to share with you.
Not now, I am going to watch Sesame Street in a few minutes.
It's pretty important, so can you please come out for just a second? If you come out, then I can tape Sesame Street for you. How does that sound?
I would actually like that.
Now, Dave, tomorrow, I am going to take the kids back to the park. This time, you're not joining us because you threw a tantrum over wanting to play on the playground.
Catherine, please, I want to go back to the park, and I want to play on the playground.
Not with that kind of behavior, I'm not taking you to the park. And besides, you're getting a babysitter to watch over you instead.
I am too old to have a babysitter.
Well, since you're acting like a big baby every time things don't go your way, you're getting a babysitter, and that's final.
I don't want a babysitter, I don't want a babysitter, I don't want a babysitter, I don't want a babysitter. How could you do this to me, entitled Karen?
Dave, stop it. You're getting a babysitter, and that is final. Now go back in your room. I will come back in 30 minutes to discuss more things with you.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Good thing that I got to watch Sesame Street during this time. And I hope that my babysitter will buy me a Happy Meal from McDonald's, and that we watch episodes of Barney and Friends on Sprout.
Dave, you can come out so I can talk to you in more detail about the babysitter.
Is my babysitter going to be Karen?
My goodness. Dave, there is no way Karen is going to be your babysitter.
But I want Karen or Taryn to be my babysitter because they give me everything I want. And they also let me watch Barney and Friends.
Your babysitter is not going to be Karen, instead, it will be Miss Gray.
Who is Miss Gray?
Miss Gray is one of the babysitters in Goanimate City. And she has gotten excellent reviews from many families.
I hope we can watch Barney, Ortimus and Friends. And we can eat McDonald's Happy Meals.
I hope you will enjoy the babysitter.
At what time is she coming to the house tomorrow?
We are leaving the house for the park at 11:30 sharp, and we're going to be at the park until 2 o'clock at the latest. Alright, that must be Miss Gray, so we will see you in about 3.5 to 4 years. If you need anything, feel free to call me. But remember, please don't act all childish for the babysitter.
Why hello there, you must be Dave.
Yes, this is him. And you must be Miss Gray.
Yes indeed. So, we are going to have lunch. Is there anything you would like?
I think we should go to McDonald's, because I want to have a cheeseburger Happy Meal with apple slices and a toy.
Dave, I think you're too old to have Happy Meals. Besides, Catherine told me that you cannot go eat at restaurants.
Are you saying that I can't have a Happy Meal? How could you?
I can order something from Uber Eats or DoorDash, but it won't be a Happy Meal.
Why can't I have a Happy Meal? I want a Happy Meal. I want a Happy Meal. I want a Happy Meal. Order me a Happy Meal from Uber Eats.
My goodness, Dave, why are you acting so childish? And why am I even babysitting you in the first place? Like I said, we're not getting Happy Meals. However, I can make us some apple slices to go along with whatever I order from Uber Eats.
Are you serious?
Yes. First, let me order us something from Uber Eats. I think I will order a medium pizza from Domino's.
Oh, good, because I really like Domino's pizza.
Now, before we start eating the pizza, I was thinking what should we watch on Netflix?
Let's watch Barney and Friends, because that is my favorite show in the entire world. Then we should watch Baby Shark.
Dave, you're too old to be watching Barney and Friends or Baby Shark. Those are for preschoolers. How about we watch The Simpsons instead?
But Miss Gray, I like Barney the dinosaur, and I like Baby Shark. So please, I want to watch those shows. Warr.
Oh, come on Dave, don't start this with me. I have already been babysitting enough troublemakers already, and I don't have time for this.
It's just that you're not letting me watch Barney and Friends or Baby Shark. How could you do this to me?
Like I said, we're going to watch The Simpsons, not Barney, and not Baby Shark. So I suggest you stop throwing a tantrum like a baby.
Wow.
I want to watch Barney, 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 I want to watch Baby Shark, not The Simpsons. Why can't you let me watch baby shows? Warr.
Alright Dave, you can throw a tantrum all you want, but this is just wasting my time. I'm going to leave because I have better things to do. I don't even why I am babysitting someone who is 35 years old. Feel free to eat all of the pizza.
Now that Miss Gray left the house, I can finally watch Barney and eat this delicious pizza. This pizza is so good. Now it's time to watch another episode of Barney.
Oh my goodness. Dave, why are you watching Barney and Friends?
Why are you still watching baby shows? I am 10 and Emma is 12, and we don't watch preschool shows anymore.
Alright, kids, since today is a beautiful day, what should we do this afternoon? In 30 minutes we're going to have lunch, and then we do something.
I was thinking, let's go swimming this afternoon. We haven't gone in like 2 years, and last year there were capacity limits.
That sounds like a very good idea, especially since the weather is really good.
I want to go swimming.
DW, I'm afraid that you're not going to be able to join us. Instead, you're going to get a babysitter, again.
Wait, what? Why can't I go swimming?
We talked about this many times, and I don't want to have to say it again. You're grounded for the entire summer because of your behavior during last school year. Anyways, you can guess 3 times who your babysitter is. If you are incorrect, then I will tell you who it's going to be.
Is it going to be Mrs. Doris Anderson?
No.
Will it be Karen?
Absolutely not. Karen is very entitled, and remember that you tricked us when you had Karen come over and watch over you and Joseph, pretending to be Ms. Green. With that said, you get one more guess.
Is it Catherine?
Indeed it is, DW. How did you find this out?
I remember when Catherine watched over me and Arthur when I was looking for my Crazy Bus CD, and you and Dad went to a high school reunion event.
Good guess, but it's not that Catherine. It's going to be a different Catherine.
Oh, I see, and what time is she arriving?
She is going to show up in an hour and a half to 2 hours from now, and by then, I will be taking Arthur, Kate, and Joseph to the swimming pool.
And DW, we expect to be on your best behavior when we're gone. You know the drill if you misbehave.
I understand that.
Excuse me, kid.
Wait, what is it?
You should know the rules already, but I am going to tell you, nose goggles are not allowed in the pool.
Wait, what?
You heard me all right. Now I suggest that you take those goggles off before you re-enter the pool. Also, right now we are having a safety break, so you need to be out of the pool during this time.
Absolutely not. I am not going to get out of the pool, and I will keep wearing my nose goggles. And you want to know why? My name is Joseph Christopher Reed, the most important person in the whole world, and you can't make me get out of the pool, because I own the pool. This is also why you can't force me to remove my goggles.
You don't own this swimming pool, and besides, I don't make the rules. The county does. Now I suggest you get out of the pool, and remove those goggles, before I have you and your family leave this property.
Yes, I own the swimming pool. You're the one who needs to leave because you're trespassing on my property. So I suggest you leave my pool, or I am going to call the police.
You think that the police are going to do something about me? I'm afraid the answer is no. Now, get out of the pool.
I beg your pardon. Did you just insult me? How dare you? You're going to get sued in court before you know it, and you owe me $3,000 in compensation for trespassing on my property, and forcing me to remove my goggles and making me leave my pool.
You know what, I am going to get your family over here, because I have going to have you and your family leave the pool because of your behavior.
Somebody please help me. This person is trespassing on my property, pretending to be a lifeguard, and is trying to take my goggles away from me. Help, help, help.
Joseph Christopher Reed, you're in big trouble. Now get up, we're going straight home.
Are all of you part of his family?
Yes. We are. I am his mom.
Well, because this kid broke a couple rules. 1. No nose goggles allowed in the pool. And number 2, all children need to be out of the pool during the 15-minute safety break. And he was acting all entitled when I tried to lecture him about the rules, plus, he threw a temper tantrum like a baby.
My sincere apologies about what happened.
I'm glad that you apologized for your kid. However, this is not going to stop me from what I am about to tell you next. Because of his behavior, all of you will need to leave the premises within the next 30 minutes. And not only that, you will not be permitted to come back here for a week. Now, you are all free to go.
Joseph, you are going to be in so much trouble when we get home. Hello?
Hello Mrs. Reed, this is Catherine. I just wanted to inform you that DW was misbehaving the entire time I was babysitting her.
You must be kidding me.
No, I am not. She's having a childish tantrum right now.
This is perfect timing, because our son Joseph was acting all entitled about not being allowed to wear nose goggles in the pool, and no children being allowed in the pool during 15-minute safety breaks.
Hello Mrs. Reed.
Hello Catherine, what did DW do while we were gone?
First, she was demanding me to buy her a pizza from Pizza Hut, and I told her several times, no. She then threw a tantrum on the floor, screaming like a baby, no different from how my husband behaves. The next thing she did was she wanted to watch reruns of Mary Moo Cow on TV, and I told her that because she is in high school, she is now too old to watch that show. She called me all sorts of names, not to mention, she acted like a Karen.
Thanks for letting me know, because I will also be grounding DW.
Well, I'll be on my way home. This is the second person I have babysat who acted all childish. It's getting very embarrassing already.
DW, I am going to talk to you in a few minutes, but first, I will deal with Joseph. Joseph, because you got us banned from the pool for a week, you will be grounded during that time. This means no going to Dave & Buster's, no Domino's Pizza, no playing video games, and I will also turn off your phone data. Now go upstairs to your room now.
Now that I have downloaded a baby game that requires Windows 7 and later, it is time to start playing it. Can't wait to play on the baby piano on the computer. All I have to do is double-click, and then I can play baby games. Wait. Why is the application not opening? And why is there no spinning wheel? This is not good. Oh no, now the computer is freezing, and it won't respond. Come on, why can't you respond? I want to play baby games. Oh no, now I have to restart my computer. I hope the application will work this time around, so that I can play baby games. Because Catherine won't buy me a xylophone, the only way to play baby songs is on my laptop. Oh, no. Now I have to take my computer in for repairs. War.
Dave, what is wrong now this time?
Catherine, I tried to download a baby game that was compatible with Windows 7 and later. But my laptop crashed, and I have to take it in for repairs. War.
Come on, don't have a tantrum over this. Everyone has to get their computers repaired at some point. Let me see what the problem is. Dave, I think this problem can be fixed very easily. I am going to try to press enter to see if it solves anything. It looks like we have to take the computer into the shop for repairs.
I want to play baby games. 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 War.
Dave, stop it. Your computer needs to be repaired. And another thing, you're especially too old to play baby games since those are for preschool children.
My goodness, this is getting embarrassing. What is the problem now?
Brian and Emma, your dad tried to install baby games on his computer, and now we need to take it in for repairs because when he installed the application, it caused his computer to crash. I think it was our program not compatible with Windows 10. And he's throwing a tantrum like a big baby, like he always does when things don't go his way.
Besides, Brian and I are 12 years old, and 10 years old, respectively. And Dad is too old to be playing computer games that are intended for preschoolers.
I was about to say that, but thanks for bringing it up, Emma. Anyways, I think we should go to the computer repair shop, like right now. Come on everyone, let's get into the car.
This is going to be really embarrassing, I'm afraid.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Goanimate Computer Repair Center. How may I help you today?
Yes, we came here because we need to get my husband's laptop repaired, or at least get a diagnosis of the computer.
I don't want to tell you this, but I'm going to have to do so. All appointments for today are completely full, so you're going to have to wait to schedule one.
You've got to be kidding me. My computer is really in need of being repaired.
We have available appointments starting from the day after tomorrow. Would you like to schedule for that day? But I don't want an appointment the day after tomorrow. I want to schedule an appointment right now. Sir, I just told you, we don't have any appointments today or tomorrow. So I suggest you either schedule an appointment for the day after tomorrow, or come back that day. No. I demand you make the appointments available for the rest of today. And that is final.
I knew something like this was going to happen.
According to my computer screen, all the appointments for today and tomorrow are completely full. Come over here and look, and I will show you. What you see right here, all of the appointments are unavailable until 11 in the morning 2 days from today. I think that is an error, and as a matter of fact, your computer is probably running Windows Vista, and if it was running Windows 10 or even Windows 11, you would not be having problems scheduling appointments. You're just making things up because you're not doing your job correctly. For your information, the reception computer is not running Windows 7. We upgraded it to Windows 11 last month.
Are you lying to me? Because I think you did something to your computer to make it look like it's running Windows 11, when it's really running Windows Vista.
I can confirm with you that the information you saw is correct, and the reception computer is running Windows 11. Now, are you going to make the appointment or come back in 2 days?
No. I demand to speak to your manager this instant. Because I know that you are not doing your job right. And I also demand that you fix my computer immediately, not make me wait 2 days.
He's not going to do anything, but he may tell you to leave the premises if you keep on acting like this.
Why? I want my computer fixed. I want my computer fixed. I want my computer fixed. I want to play baby video games on my computer. Why can't you get it repaired right now? Why?
Dave, stop it. You're not only embarrassing yourself, but you're also embarrassing the entire family along with the receptionist. As a matter of fact, we're going home because we're already tired of your childish behavior. First, I am going to leave the laptop with the receptionist so that you can pick it up in a few days. Here is the laptop.
Thank you, and we're going to have it repaired in the next 2 to 3 business days.
This was very embarrassing.
I could not agree with you more, Emma.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Well, what do we have here? A grown man kicking and screaming like a toddler. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Who give you the right to talk to me like that? I am a grown-up, I am not 3 years old.
Well, you're acting very childish right now, and it's time to leave the repair center. Come on, I'm going to take you back to your house.
Why?
And stop it with the childish tantrums.
Wow, is this the best video game I have ever played? More fun than Fortnite, and certainly more fun than Apex Legends. I am playing Barney Goes to the Circus. And I have always enjoyed playing Barney video games. If only they made them for the Xbox. And, it looks like I beat every level in this game. However, I am going to play this game every single day, because I really like Barney.
Dave, can you come out into the hallway, please?
Not now, Catherine. Don't you see that I'm trying to play Barney Goes to the Circus?
Right now, you need to do some chores around the house.
No. I don't want to do chores. They are very boring. I want to keep playing my Barney video games. And that is final. Now I want you to leave me alone before I talk to your manager.
Dave, don't act like this again. You need to do chores because right now the house is a mess. And we need to clean up, especially because tomorrow, my sister is coming over.
Like I said, I want to keep playing Barney video games, not do chores. Doing chores takes up so much time, and it's really boring. Why can't Emma and Brian do chores instead?
Dave, if you don't come out of your room within the next minute, I'm going to have to carry you downstairs.
I demand you to go away this instant, and let me keep playing Barney Goes to the Circus.
I'm going to count to 3, and if you don't come out by then, I am going to carry you downstairs. 1, 2, 3. You leave me with no other choice.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Go away right now. Put me down, entitled Karen. I want to keep playing Barney Goes to the Circus. What is it that I need to do?
You need to put the dishes into the dishwasher, and then you need to clean the living room. Once you are done doing those things, you can go back to playing your video games.
Why I don't want to clean the living room or do the dishes. I want to go back to playing Barney Goes to the Circus. Why? Stop bothering me, Karen.
Dave, stop calling me Karen.
All I want to do is play more Barney games. Those are a lot more fun than doing boring chores. Is that all I am asking for?
Enough, Dave. I want you to start cleaning the living room right now, and then put the dishes into the dishwasher.
Why? I don't want to do chores. 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 I want to play Barney video games, and that is final. Why?
That's it, Dave. I'm going to go upstairs and unplug your game console until you finish doing your chores. Now get to work.
My goodness, why does Dad have to be acting so childish, like all of the time?
This is seriously getting very embarrassing.
Kids, are you done taking out the trash?
We were about to take out the trash, and then we heard Dad crying like a big baby, saying that he doesn't want to help out around the house.
Dad, seriously, you need to do your part and help out around the house every now and then. You left all kinds of things near the TV from last night, and you're the one who needs to clean the living room.
For crying out loud, Dad, stop throwing your usual baby tantrums, and start acting more grown up for once.
Like I said, I am going to unplug your game console upstairs.
Wait a minute, where do you think you're going? You're not taking away my video games.
When is Dad going to learn to act more grown up?
Who knows? Anyways, we have to take out the trash now.
Catherine, don't even think about taking away my video games. I was in the middle of playing Barney, you know.
Well, Dave, like I said, you're not playing video games until you get your chores done. Now, go downstairs and clean the living room.
Hey, give me my TV back, entitled Karen. I want to play Barney, I want to play Barney, I want to play Barney, I want to play Barney Goes to the Circus. I demand you give me my TV, or I am calling your manager.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
That's it, Dave. I've had enough of your tantrums. You'll be grounded for a week. Now stay in your room for 30 minutes. And by then, I want you downstairs cleaning the living room and putting the dishes in the dishwasher.
I demand to speak to your manager, because I do not deserve to be treated like this. Why?
Enough, Dave. Subscribe if you want to see me continue my babysitting job. Also, feel free to like this video, comment in the comments section, click the bell notification, and look for the hidden sandwich in the video. So, Mrs. Reed, what do you want me to do when I watch over DW?
First of all, don't take DW to a restaurant, or even order food on Uber Eats, since DW is grounded. However, we have food in the refrigerator, and feel free to make sandwiches or something.
Okay, and then what?
Both of you can watch something on Netflix, however, it can't be Mary Moo Cow, or anything for preschoolers because she is going to be a junior in high school.
Got it.
If she misbehaves while we're gone, call me. And then we will come home and deal with her.
Sounds good then.
Let's go in the house, so that I can get Joseph, Kate, and Arthur ready to go to the swimming pool. Alright, Arthur, Joseph, and Kate, let's go to the swimming pool. And DW, remember what I told you about being on your best behavior for Catherine.
Okay, Mom.
Catherine, if she misbehaves, you can give her 3 chances, and then if she misbehaves all 3 times, give me a call or a text message on WhatsApp.
Sounds good. Have fun at the swimming pool. So, DW, while the rest of your family is going to the swimming pool, I was thinking about making us some lunch. I am hungry, aren't you?
I am hungry as well. And I am thinking, what if we get something from Uber Eats? I want a pizza from Pizza Hut.
I'm sorry, but your mother told me that I cannot take you to a restaurant, or even order food from a smartphone app. But there is food in the fridge, and I was thinking we should have ham sandwiches.
Wait, you have to be kidding me, right?
I'm not kidding, I'm serious. We're not ordering food from a smartphone app because number 1, you're grounded, and number 2, Pizza Hut is not that healthy.
But I don't want to have ham sandwiches, I want to have a pizza from Pizza Hut. So, Catherine, can you please order a pizza for us?
DW, like I said, we're not getting Pizza Hut. I'm going to make us ham sandwiches. Now, why don't you wait here in the living room while I am making lunch?
Why?
Oh, come on, don't start this with me. You're beginning to remind me of my husband.
I want Pizza Hut, I want Pizza Hut, I want Pizza Hut, I want Pizza Hut, I want Pizza Hut. Please order me a pizza from Pizza Hut. I don't want to have ham sandwiches for lunch.
DW, stop it. Like I said, we're not getting a pizza from Pizza Hut. Instead we're going to have ham sandwiches. Now, wait here in the living room, and lunch will be ready in the next 5 minutes. DW, the sandwiches are ready, you can come into the kitchen. DW, what's the matter YNWOW?
These sandwiches have spinach.
Oh, come on, DW, you should know by now that spinach is good for you.
But I don't like spinach, you should already know that.
I suggest you start eating your sandwiches. I'm about to have my sandwiches.
Why? I don't like spinach, I don't like spinach, I don't like spinach. Spinach is the worst food in the entire universe. This is why you should have ordered a pizza from Pizza Hut instead of making ham sandwiches with spinach. Why?
Dora, Winifred, Reed, get up off the floor right now, sit down, and eat your sandwich. Stop throwing a tantrum.
Never, I am not going to eat those sandwiches, because, I don't like spinach, and that is final. Order us a pizza right now, okay?
No! I am still not ordering a pizza, and for the way you're behaving right now, I suggest you go to your room for 30 minutes.
No, I'm not going to my room, and you cannot make me.
Well, you're acting very childish right now, and because of how much I have to put up with this behavior from my husband, go somewhere else in the house for a half hour, and then you can eat your lunch. I will save them for you in the refrigerator. DW, I'm so proud of you for eating one of your ham sandwiches, and because of this, I decided we should watch some TV or something on Netflix. What do you have in mind?
I think we should watch reruns of Mary Moo Cow. That show comes on at 4:30.
DW, aren't you too old to watch that show? It's intended for preschool children, just like Barney and Friends. Why don't we watch something else, like The Simpsons?
But Catherine, I'm not too old to watch Mary Moo Cow. It's still my favorite show, and I watch this show every day at 4:30.
Look, DW, you're in high school, and most high schoolers don't watch preschool television. Now, like I said, we can watch The Simpsons, Call Me Cat, or Friends.
I don't want to watch any of those other shows. I want to watch Mary Moo Cow.
Now, DW, don't get me started with this childish behavior for the second time. It's really getting annoying already.
What? I want to watch Mary Moo Cow. I want to watch Mary Moo Cow. I want to watch Mary Moo Cow. Why can't you let me watch my favorite TV show in the entire world? What?
DW, that's it. I have had it with your childish tantrums. I have no choice but to call your parents right now.
Now, Dora Winifred Reed, we cannot believe you misbehaved for another babysitter, this time being Catherine. That is it. You are even more grounded for another 2 weeks. You two, go upstairs to your room now.
What?
Alright everyone, like I said before we left the house, we need to buy new clothes, especially for you kids. Dave, you go look for some clothes in the men's department. I'll meet you over there in about 15 to 20 minutes.
I'll see you and the kids later. Oh wow, I've always wanted to have a Buzz Lightyear costume, so I could become a Space Ranger. I need to convince Catherine to buy it for me, so I could just start Command's headquarters. To infinity and beyond. Catherine, Brain, and Emma, I want this Buzz Lightyear costume. Wait, what is wrong now?
Dave, I thought I told you to go over to the men's department, but instead, you got a Buzz Lightyear costume. Go put that back right now, because you are too old to have one. And you cannot fit into it either.
Catherine, don't you already know I like Buzz Lightyear, and I've always wanted to be a Space Ranger ever since I saw Toy Story.
I know you like Buzz Lightyear, we all like the characters from Toy Story, I get that. But you know that Buzz Lightyear is a fictional character. And there is no such thing as a Space Ranger.
No, he is not. He is a real person. I want to become a Space Ranger. I want to save the universe.
Come on Dave, don't start with your temper tantrums. You're embarrassing not only yourself, but everyone here who is shopping for things at Target.
I knew this was going to happen.
Same here, Dad always behaves like a big baby whenever we go out, and he always wants things for children. Besides, that Buzz Lightyear costume is for kindergarteners. Even I cannot fit into it.
Hey, how dare you say I can't fit into the costume? You know very well that I can, and I just want your entitled Karen to buy it for me.
No! I'm not buying you that stupid Buzz Lightyear costume. Go put that back where you found it, and go to the men's department like I told you to.
Buy me the costume, buy me the costume, buy me the costume. Why can't you buy it for me, you entitled Karen? Is it that complicated to buy me the costume?
Do I have to repeat myself? I'm not buying you that costume, especially because number 1, you're too big to fit into the costume. And number 2, you can buy things with your own money. And you don't need to buy children's clothes. Now, get up off the floor and pick out your clothes in the men's department.
My goodness, nothing can ever be worse than seeing a grown man kicking and screaming like a 3-year-old. Especially in public, he should be ashamed of himself.
Hey, don't call me childish, I am a grown-up.
You most certainly are not acting like a grown-up. Not by the way you're behaving right now.
I don't have time to deal with this nonsense. However, he certainly reminds me of employees I used to have that were once troublemakers. I hope he can learn his lesson.
How dare she call me childish? I am going to sue that entitled Karen in court one of these days.
You know what, I think we should go home before this gets any worse.
I agree with you 100%.
Okay, Dave, the kids and I are going home. Feel free to keep screaming and crying on the floor all you want. Come on kids, let's go. Dave, I am anticipating that you're going to be thrown out of the store by security if not the store manager.
No, wait, Catherine. I want you to buy me the costume. Seriously. Don't go without buying me the costume.
Dave, get up off the floor, right now.
No, not until Catherine buys me the Buzz Lightyear costume.
Get up, now.
Kevin, what do you want?
Dave, it's seriously time to leave the store. Your temper tantrums are being so annoying in public. I've received complaints from people, and I am tired of having to be notified of every place you go with your family. Come with me to the store entrance, and I will take you home in my police car. And I don't want to hear another word from you, okay?
Mom, I think today, we should go to the zoo. I say this because we have not gone to the zoo in 2 years, and even that was closed in much of 2020, especially during the stay-at-home order.
I agree with you, Brian. Even I was thinking we should go to the zoo later this afternoon.
Did I hear somebody saying that we're going to the zoo this afternoon?
Yes, Dave, the kids want to go to the zoo this afternoon because we have not gone in 2 years.
I can't believe that we're going to the zoo after all of those years. And in particular, I am very happy that we're going to see my favorite animal, the elephant.
Same here. I hope it doesn't train this afternoon, otherwise we will have to go a different day when the weather is good.
Emma, we watched the weather forecast last night, and it's supposed to be a beautiful day today. It's not supposed to rain until Thursday or Friday.
Oh, good.
Alright everyone, let's get into the car, we're going to the zoo.
And we're going to see the elephants.
Caillou, thanks for taking us to the zoo. I'm glad you brought up this idea.
No problem, Dora.
I can't wait to see the elephant while Catherine and the kids are looking at the other animals.
Dora, I think we should go see the other animals. The elephant isn't here.
Wait, what? Did I hear that the elephant isn't here at the zoo? I thought it was supposed to be here today.
Yes, I am sorry sir, but from what my girlfriend and I were told, because the elephant is having a baby, she will be in the veterinarian hospital for the day. However, you will see the elephant and her baby tomorrow, if not a few days from today.
You must be kidding me.
No, we're not kidding. That's what we were told by the staff.
Dora, we should get going. We can't be wasting our time dealing with a man-child.
I agree with you, Caillou.
Hey, don't call me childish. I am a grown-up, and both of you are baby show characters. and I am going to call your parents so that you get grounded big time. Why can't the elephant be here? I wanted to see the elephant. I really wanted to see the elephant at the zoo. This is so not fair.
My goodness, a grown man throwing a tantrum like a 3-year-old. Seriously, he should be ashamed of himself. My boyfriend never behaves that way.
Is it just me, or is this someone behaving the way I did 2 years ago? If not worse, since this man-child is throwing a tantrum in public. How embarrassing.
Why are people calling me childish? I am not childish. I want to see the elephant. I want to see the elephant. I want to see the elephant. I want to see the elephant.
Well, you sure are acting very childish, so no, you're not really a grown-up.
I want the elephant to be here. I want to see the elephant. I want to see the elephant. Why can't these people let me see the elephant? Is it that complicated?
My goodness, what is all of this childish behavior about this time?
Everyone is calling me a big baby and childish, all because the elephant is not here today. And I wanted to see the elephant.
Well, we were told by the staff that the elephant was at the veterinarian hospital because she is having a baby, but will be back here in the zoo, either tomorrow or a few days from now.
Dad, seriously, stop acting all childish. There are other animals you can see at the zoo, you know.
Look, I better get going because I have to meet up with Elena for lunch. Just standing here is already wasting my time.
I demand to see the elephant. 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 I want to see the elephant right now, not tomorrow, not in a few days.
Dave, stop it. You are not only embarrassing yourself and the family, you basically were embarrassing everyone at the zoo. I have a feeling we're going to be thrown out of the zoo because of your childish behavior. Like I said, there are other animals you can see, and you can come back in a few days to see the elephant.
I am going to complain to one of the staff members.
Dave, where do you think you're going?
Can I help you with something?
Yes, I demand that you bring the elephants to the zoo, because there are none right now.
We're going to have 2 elephants in just a few days. Right now, our elephant is in the hospital because she is going to have a baby at any minute. So you'll have to wait until then, but you can enjoy seeing other animals at the zoo.
No, I want to see the elephant, and it is final. And I demand that you bring in more elephants. Is that complicated?
We can't do that. It's not that simple.
You're not doing your job right, so do as I demand.
For your information, I've been working at the zoo for about 5 years, so I know what I'm doing.
I demand to speak to your manager, because I know you're not doing your job correctly.
My boss is going to tell you the same thing, that we're not getting the elephant back until a few days from now.
Dave, come on, let's go home. Your behavior is really getting out of hand.
No, I'm not going home until the staff brings more elephants to the zoo. I want to see the elephants. I want to see the elephants.
Well, I better get back to work.
I'm serious, let's go home before this gets any worse. I had a feeling this was going to happen.
Everyone is staring at us because of how Dad is behaving right now.
What do you think will happen? To be continued on why?
Stop it.
Alright, now that we're done with lunch, we should watch something on TV, or Netflix, or something. What do you two have in mind?
I was thinking, we should watch Sesame Street.
First, we should watch Barney and Friends, then we can watch Sesame Street. Barney is my favorite show in the whole wide world.
I would say, let's watch SpongeBob. It comes on at 4:30. And it's almost 4:30.
Barney is more fun than SpongeBob SquarePants. He has very good songs on his show.
Actually, Sesame Street is the best show in the world. And it's going to be on Sprout at 5.
Barney, all the way.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Sesame Street.
How about this? I will do a coin toss. If the side with the diamond is facing up, we will watch Barney. If the side with nothing on it is facing up, Sesame Street. We're watching Barney and Friends.
Dad, aren't you too old to watch Barney and Friends?
That show is for preschoolers, and I am 10 years old, and Brian is 12 years old.
Wait, you're saying I can't watch my favorite show in the world? I am not too old to watch Barney. I like Barney.
And Brian is also too old to be watching Sesame Street.
How could you say that? I enjoy watching Sesame Street, and I even read an article somewhere saying that more grown-ups watch that show than kids do.
Wah.
Now I cannot watch SpongeBob. This is so not fair.
My goodness, what is all of this childish behavior? Brian and Emma, I thought you knew better than to throw tantrums.
Well, Dad tossed a coin to see which show we were going to watch on TV, and he wants to watch Barney and Friends.
That's because I never get to watch Barney because I am at work when the show comes on.
And I wanted to watch Sesame Street instead because it's on in the afternoons on Sprout.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Brian, aren't you too old to be watching Sesame Street? And Dave, you're definitely too old to watch Barney and Friends.
I want to watch Sesame Street, I want to watch Sesame Street, I want to watch Sesame Street. Why is nobody letting me watch Sesame Street anymore?
Brian, you're being selfish because you're not letting me watch Barney and Friends. I want to watch Barney, I want to watch Barney. Barney is the best show ever.
Let me watch SpongeBob, let me watch SpongeBob, let me watch SpongeBob.
How can this entire family act so childish all of a sudden? Brian and Emma, are you picking up that behavior from your dad? I thought you knew better than that, like I told you a couple of minutes ago.
It's because you're being such an entitled Karen that you won't let us watch our favorite shows on TV anymore, claiming that we're too old to watch shows like Sesame Street, when in fact everybody watches that show.
That's it, Brian and Emma, you two have grounded big time for behaving very childish. And I mean big time.
Mom.
You heard me.
Mom. Mom, wake up.
I heard you yelling. What is going on?
Well, Brian and Emma, I had this very unusual dream that both of you were acting childish like your dad always does.
That is unusual.
Anyways, we're going back to bed. It's 3 in the morning, and we have a pretty big day ahead of us.
I agree with you, Emma. Emma, since Brian is at a friend's house today, what do you think we should do?
We should go to the library because this afternoon, there will be various activities for kids. The one I want to go to is for kids between the ages of 10 and 12.
You know what? That sounds like a wonderful idea. I knew that you always enjoyed doing activities with other kids at the library. That being said, let me go get your dad. And then we can go to the library.
I have a very good feeling that if Dad comes along, the trip to the library is going to be very embarrassing because he always behaves like a 3-year-old, and me and my entire family might get thrown out of the library because of his childish behavior.
That was a very good episode, and I really enjoy watching Barney and Friends. So, time to watch another episode. This show is my favorite. What is it now?
Dave, can you come downstairs? We're going to the library.
Catherine, I don't want to go to the library. It's very boring. I want to stay home and watch more episodes of Barney and Friends.
Dave, don't start this nonsense. Catherine wants all of us to go to the library. Besides, you've been watching Barney for like 5 hours non-stop.
Like I said, I am not coming to the library, I'm staying home and watching Barney.
Also, it isn't a good idea to be sitting at home all day, especially since there are many things to do before Brian and Emma go back to school later this month. How about this? If you can come to the library with us, I can record Barney and Friends for you. How does that sound?
No, I want to watch Barney right now. So I would like you to leave me alone so that I can watch more Barney.
Dave, no! You're not staying at home. You're coming to the library with us. Now, you need to come downstairs within the next minute, or I will have to carry you downstairs.
Don't even think about doing that, okay? I want to stay home to watch Barney, and it is final.
I'm going to count to 3, and if you don't come out of your room by then, I will have to carry you downstairs. 1, 2, 3. That's it. You're coming downstairs immediately, and we're going to the library.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Put me down, you entitled Karen. I demand to speak to your manager. Warr.
Dave, stop it. You're coming with us to the library and that is final. So stop acting like a big baby. Emma, are you ready to go?
Yes, but why is Dad crying?
Like always, he is behaving very childish.
Going to the library is going to be very embarrassing.
Look, there is a story time going on. I think I am going to attend it and listen to the story. And I also like seeing the illustrations.
Dave, you don't need to go to story time, because that is for preschool children, and you're too old for that, I think.
I never have been to story time at the library, since I was like 7 years old. And there is an activity going on for kids between the ages of 10 and 12 years old that I am going to in a few minutes.
Wait, why are you not letting me go to story time? I want to go to story time. I am not too old to attend it.
Oh, great, here we go again.
Dave, don't start with this childish behavior, especially at the library. Besides, you need to keep your voice down.
But Catherine, you're not letting me go to story time. I never had story time when I was in preschool. So I need to go to story time. How could you do this to me?
Seriously, you need to act like a grown man for once. And a grown man doesn't go to story time. Let alone watch baby shows.
My goodness, this is really getting embarrassing. I knew something like this was going to happen.
I want story time, I want story time, I want story time, I want story time, please, why can't you let me go to story time?
Dave, stop it. Right now. You're not only embarrassing yourself, you're also embarrassing the family, and now everyone is looking at us because of your childish behavior.
I am not being childish. I am only crying because you're not letting me go to story time. I do not deserve to be treated like that.
And I have a feeling we're going to be thrown out of the library because of you. So, I want you to get up off the floor.
Well then, I want you to take me to story time, I want you to take me to story time, I want you to take me to story time. Is that complicated?
Mom, I'm going to go find a book to check out, and I forgot something. Brian also wants a book from the library, so I will be right back.
Dave, I am really getting angry with you right now, especially acting childish in a library. And now look, the librarian is coming over to talk to us. I have a feeling we're going to be thrown out of the library.
Excuse me, sir, you need to leave the library.
But I don't want to leave the library. I want to stay here for story time, but none of you are letting me go to story time.
Your behavior is bothering everyone in the library, and not to mention, you're a grown man who is throwing a tantrum like a 3-year-old. You should be ashamed of yourself. Now, get up off the floor, and then I will walk you to the main entrance. If you don't leave within the next half hour, then I will get security.
No, I don't want to leave the library. I don't want to leave the library. Please, let me go to story time. I want story time. That is final. Warr.
Dave, get up off the floor now. We're going home.
No, I am not going to leave the library, and as a matter of fact, this is my library, so you are the ones who need to leave so that I can go to story time all day.
Come on, you don't own the library, the city does. Now, I'm not going to ask you again, but you need to leave right now.
Mom, seriously, we should go home right now before this gets any worse. Dad's behavior is embarrassing everyone in the library.
Come on, Dave, we're going home.
I want to go to story time.
Stop it. Dave, I cannot believe that you threw a temper tantrum at the library. You should know better than to do that.
That's because you would not let me go to the story time.
Like I told you multiple times already, you are too old to be going to story time at the library. That is for preschool children, and you need to act more grown up. Because you keep acting like a big baby, I'm going to continue to treat you like one. You are grounded for 2 weeks. You're not getting dessert after dinner, and I am not going to record your favorite TV shows during this time. Next time we go to the library, you're not coming with us, and I will have to get you another babysitter.
Please, Catherine, don't get me another babysitter.
You're getting a babysitter, and that is final. Now go to your room and think about what you did.
Warr. Alright, we just advanced to the next level. Just a few more and we will have won this tournament. Wait, why is there a spinning circle, all of a sudden? It wasn't like this before. What is going on? Wait, what? Are you telling me the servers are down? This cannot be. I'm going to try again and see if there is a problem. Oh no! It's still showing the error message. What can I do now? Let's try this again. It's still showing the error message. Now there is nothing I can do about it. Warr.
Dave, what is going on right now?
Not now, Catherine. I need to try and see if it is possible to get the servers working again.
No, Dave, I would like to know what is going on. And you've been playing your video games for like 3 hours. And I think it is time to take a break.
But I like playing video games. So can't you please leave me alone?
No. You seriously need to find something else to do. And I'm coming in to see what is going on.
I keep trying to get back to playing with my friends, but I keep getting this error message, like over and over again.
Let me look. It says that the server is not available. Please try again later.
What does this mean, Catherine?
I suggest that you take a break from playing video games during this time, and do something else in the meantime.
No, I don't want to do something else. I was about to win, but then the server stopped responding. I want to keep playing this game. I want to keep playing video games.
Come on, Dave, don't get me started with this. There are other things to do besides playing video games. Why don't you read a book instead?
No, I want you to contact support. I want the server to be back online. I want the server back online. I want the server back online. I want the server back online. Please, why can't you do it for me?
Dave, first of all, I'm not going to call support for you, especially with the way you're acting right now. Second, there is not much they can do to get the service back online. Third, like I said, there are other things to do besides playing video games.
I want you to call customer service. I want you to call customer service. I want you to call customer service. I want to keep playing this video game with my friends.
Dave, that's it. You can stay in your room and throw tantrums all you want. But I have other things to do, like go shopping with Brian and Emma for school supplies. I will be back in about an hour from now.
No, wait, please come back. I demand that you call customer service because I want the service to be back online. Well, all of this time, I realized Catherine was right. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to read a children's book, because I cannot get enough of the illustrations.
Dave, I'm back. And I'm so happy that you decided to turn off the TV.
I figured that you were right all this time. And I want to read a children's book with illustrations instead of playing video games.
Dave, I'm so proud of you for wanting to read a book instead of play video games for you hours on end. But I have to tell you, I think you're too old to be reading children's books.
No, I am not too old to read children's books. I really like the illustrations. So please, why can't you bring me a children's book?
Dave, enough of the childish behavior. But I will bring you a book to read. Dave, I brought you a book to read.
But I don't want to read that book. There are no illustrations.
Well then, you can use your imagination while you're reading.
But I can't use my imagination, that is very complicated.
Dave, stop it. You can use your imagination, I've seen you do so before. Now, you can read the book that I am about to give you.
I want a children's book. 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 I want a children's book.
Dave, I am already annoyed with your childish behavior, not to mention you sound like a motor car when you cry like that. For this, you're grounded for 2 weeks. During this time, you will not be allowed to play video games. And I am also turning off your phone data. Now stay in your room, and I will talk to you in 45 minutes. Dave, will you please come downstairs for just a few minutes?
I'm on my way, Catherine. So, what is it that you need to tell me?
Well, Dave, as you should know, it's the last weekend of summer vacation for the kids. Starting next week, they're going back to school. Brian will be in the 7th grade, and Emma is going to be in the 5th grade. So I decided to buy tickets to go to Cedar Point this weekend.
Wait a minute, did I just hear you say we're going to Cedar Point? And is this for real?
Yes, Dave, that is certainly what I just said. We're going to Cedar Point this weekend before the kids go back to school.
I am so happy about this. This will be the best day ever. 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 I can't wait to go on the rides at Cedar Point, especially the family rides and the water rides.
However, I need to tell you something, Dave. You better not act childish while we're at Cedar Point. No throwing tantrums. Do you understand me?
Yes, Catherine, I promise to behave myself while we're at Cedar Point.
And if you act childish once, and if you especially throw a temper tantrum, you'll be grounded when we get back home.
I understand.
Emma, I don't think Dad is going to behave himself while we're at Cedar Point. What do you think?
I am thinking the same. I think he is going to act childish, like several times.
Alright everyone, here we are at Cedar Point. And Dave, I want to remind you of your promise that you made that you were going to act grown up while we're here.
I know already, and I am going to keep my promise.
I really don't think Dad is going to keep his promise. He always acts childish, every time we go places.
I know, I have a very good feeling that coming here to Cedar Point is going to be very embarrassing. And then we have to go back to school once we go home.
Okay, the first ride we're going on is the Cedar Point Railroad. Let's go and get in line. It's not too far from here.
Family, at last, we're going to ride the train, and you know how much I like riding trains. Oh no.
What is it now, Dave?
This line is seriously taking forever, and I want to ride the train.
Well, Dave, you're just going to have to be patient, and we're going to have to wait until the people in front of us have gotten their tickets.
No, I don't want to wait. I want to go on the train right now. Warr. I want to go on the train. I want to go on the train. I want to go on the train. I want to go on the train right now. Warr.
My goodness, this is so embarrassing.
I totally agree. I'm concerned about what will happen next.
I think that is Dave, right behind me. And with the way he is behaving, a grown man acting like a 3-year-old, no wonder I am not babysitting him anymore. He is too old to have a babysitter. However, at the same time, he needs to act more grown up.
Dave, stop it. Either we wait our turn in line, or we're not going to take you to go on the train.
Okay, I will wait for our turn in line.
2 tickets for the Cedar Point Railroad, please.
Finally, we are on the train. This is so much fun. I have never ridden on a train for several years.
I cannot agree with you more, Dave. The views are absolutely spectacular.
So, Mom and Dad, how long is the train ride going to last?
I believe it's going to be about 15 minutes.
I was thinking, after the train ride, Brian and I would like to go to the Kid Kingdom. I heard good things about the rides in that area.
No worries, Brian and Emma, we're going to take you to Kid Kingdom after the train ride.
Good afternoon, how many for the Woodstock Airmail? I would like to remind you that the maximum height for a person to go on this ride is 4 feet 6 inches.
My sister and I would like to go on this ride. I am 4 feet 5. And my sister is 4'3".
Alright then, you two come to the front of the line.
Wait, what about me? Don't I get to go on this ride?
Dave, you're too tall and you're too big for that ride. You're like 5'8½".
Wait, Catherine, are you telling me I cannot ride the Woodstock Airmail? I want to go on a kid's ride.
Dave, that's just the way things are. We can go on another family ride once Brian and Emma are done with this ride.
But I want to go on a kid's ride, especially if they have SpongeBob or Barney the dinosaur.
Dave, don't get me started with this, especially after you promised me that you were not going to act childish while we were at Cedar Point. Like I said, you're not going on this ride. And besides, there are no SpongeBob or Barney rides here.
I want to go on the kids ride. 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 Please, why can't you let me go on the Woodstock airmail ride? You entitled Karen. How could you do this to me?
Well, enough is enough. I have already lost my patience with you, all thanks to your temper tantrums. We're going straight home once Brian and Emma are finished with this ride.
But I don't want to go home. I want to go on kids' rides.
You did not keep your promise, by the way you're acting right now. So we're going home soon, and that is final.
I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. I want to go home. I don't want to go home. I want to stay here so I can go on some kids' rides. You entitled Karen.
Dave, stop it. Stop acting like a 3-year-old, and learn to act more grown-up for once. I don't want to say it again, but we're going home in a few minutes.
Wow. This is so not fair. I was enjoying my time at Cedar Point, and I was about to ride a kid's roller coaster. But no, you ruined everything, you entitled Karen. Wow.
I beg your pardon, big crybaby. I wasn't the one kicking and screaming because I am too tall to go on the ride that Emma and Brian just went on. I also didn't complain about waiting in line to ride the train earlier. You did all of those things, and because of this, now our trip to Cedar Point has to end like this. Good thing we're going home early because Brian and Emma have school on Monday.
Catherine, I'm really sorry for all the things I did. Can we please go back to Cedar Point? I promise to behave myself.
No! Absolutely not. We're going home because you didn't keep your promise about not acting like a big baby. And I am afraid you're not going to keep it this time if we turn around and go back. Besides, you're grounded for a month. When we get home, you will immediately go straight upstairs to your room.
Wow.
Good morning everyone, my name is Miss Susan, and I will be your teacher for this combined 5th and 6th grade class. Before we go over the classroom rules and the syllabus, we will introduce ourselves and say our favorite things to do.
My name is Kelly, and I like to read a lot of books.
My name is Joseph Reed, and my favorite thing to do is hang out with friends on the weekend.
My name is Emma, and I like to go to the swimming pool during the summer.
My name is Cody, and I like to do things with my oldest brother whenever he is home for the summer or during winter break, because I don't get to see him very often since he is in college. Wait a minute, Emma, I think I know you from somewhere. Doesn't your dad behave all entitled, claiming the world revolves around him?
Yes, what about it?
Joseph, no need to interrupt, we're still introducing ourselves.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Moving on. Alright, now that we have introduced ourselves, I would like to remind you to place your name tags on top of your desks for the first couple of weeks of the school year. That being said, now we will go over the classroom rules. The first rule is, no talking when I'm talking. If you do, you will lose 5 points every time you do so. Number 2, always complete your assignments on time. That is especially important with homework. Any assignment turned in late, you get 10 points deducted from your score. Rule number 3, do not show up to class late, that is after the tardy bell rings. You'll get 3 points taken off each time you show up late to class. And after that your grade will be bumped down 1 letter.
Hey Emma, since your dad basically gets everything he wants, you should join me in the League of Entitled Karens.
Excuse me, Joseph. But there is no way I am going to become so entitled. Yes, My dad behaves like a little kid whenever things don't go his way. But that doesn't mean that I am going to act the way he does. Now if you will leave me alone, that would be helpful.
And Kelly, you should go back to being entitled yourself. There was no reason to move out of Karen's house. She was giving you everything you wanted in the world, and you should be thankful for that.
Joseph, I have learned my lesson, and I am not going back to my old troublemaking ways anymore. Since moving out of my mom's house, I have gotten better grades in school, I have made friends, and I am still friends with them to this day. Now, please leave me alone so that we can get on with the rest of the school day.
No, you two need to become entitled to getting everything you want. That is how the world works. Besides, Karen was my babysitter once, and she gave me and my sister everything we wanted, including a pizza from Domino's. Joseph, be quiet. None of us want to act so entitled. And these Karens don't always get whatever they want. More often than not, they get thrown out of places, or worse, they get taken into the police station. Seriously.
I agree with what Cody says. I got tired of being taken into places just so that my mom can complain to the manager about not getting what she wanted. Now, leave us alone.
I want everyone to be entitled. I want everyone to be entitled. I want everyone to be entitled. I want everyone in this class to be given everything they want in this world.
Come on, Joseph, you're acting just like my dad. The only difference is that you're acting like a 3-year-old when you're in the 5th grade. I have to deal with my dad's tantrums, and now this? Seriously, you're embarrassing yourself, and everyone in the class.
Emma, your dad acts all entitled, so why don't you become entitled into getting everything you want? This is how the world should work. We're all entitled to everything we want. Joseph, seriously, get up off the floor, and get back in your seat. We need to continue with the class. You're wasting our time, not to mention you're embarrassing all of us, like him just said a moment ago.
Joseph, if you don't stop kicking and screaming like a 3-year-old, then I am going to have to send you to the principal's office, even though it's the first day of school.
No, I am crying because no one in this class wants to join the League of Entitled Karens. And especially, Emma and Kelly don't want to become entitled themselves, even though Emma has a dad who acts entitled.
That's it. Joseph, go to the principal's office, now. Joseph, Emma, and Kelly, because you didn't start the incident, you're not going to have to go to the office, or serve detention. However, I am going to remind you not to talk when I'm talking, okay? Now, moving on. Rule number 4, do not act childish like Joseph did just now. You're in the 5th and 6th grade, not daycare, not preschool, and not kindergarten. Number 5, face masks are optional. But I want you to respect your fellow classmates' decisions. Don't try to convince them otherwise.
Joseph, what brings you here, and it's only the first day of school?
Well, I was trying to convince Emma and Kelly to become entitled, especially since Emma's dad behaves that way, and he gets everything he wanted. And I wanted Kelly to move back in with Karen so that she can start getting everything she wants. I get what I want. So why can't everyone get what they want? I get whatever I want, I get whatever I want. Me and my friends are entitled to everything in the world.
Joseph, stop it. You're acting like a 3-year-old right now, and you're in the 5th grade. And your teacher even told me you were throwing a tantrum in the classroom. Joseph, that is not acceptable behavior. And even though it's the first day of classes, you will be serving detention after school for an hour, all of this week. I am also going to inform your parents about your behavior on the first day of school. Now, I suggest you go to the detention room.
Oh 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 oh. Joseph, Christopher, Reed. What is wrong with you this time? We cannot believe that you tried to get two of your classmates to act like entitled Karens. That was very insane of you to do that. And now you have to serve detention for the entire first week of school.
For this, you will be even more grounded for 3 weeks. And during this time, we want you to come home right away after school. No going to the Sugar Bowl, no going to Dave and Buster's. No talking to Karen on Zoom. And there will be no dessert for you after dinner during this time. Now go to your room, and think about what you did.
And another thing, stop with the motor car crying.
Brian and Emma, how were your first few days at school?
For me, it was alright. However, some students were making fun of me because of how Dad behaves in certain situations.
Same here, one student was trying to get me and another student to act all entitled, but thankfully, he is serving detention all of this week, even though it's the first week of classes.
I totally understand where you're coming from.
Hey Catherine, Brian, and Emma.
Good afternoon, Dave. Good thing you came downstairs. What is it you're thinking of doing now?
I am thinking we should all go to the gym. It's a good idea to get some exercise.
You know what? That sounds like a very good idea. We should all go to the gym in a few minutes.
I hope this will teach Dad not to act so childish anymore.
Who knows, he might still throw a tantrum while we're at the gym. He always does this every time we go places.
You may be right, Emma.
Alright then everyone, let's get our gym bags, and then we will head over to the gym.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Goanimate Gym.
My family and I are going to use the gym this afternoon.
Would you like to get membership?
Yes, I would.
For 4 people, your total will be $50. Here's your card.
Dave, I really liked your idea of wanting to come to the gym. This is much better than you sitting in your room all day playing video games. I'm so happy with your decision.
What, thank you, Catherine.
No problem.
Emma, I have a pretty bad feeling that if the treadmill that Dad is using stops working, that he is going to throw a tantrum in the gym.
Same here, Brian. But so far, everything is going good.
Wait, why is the treadmill slowing down all of a sudden? It was working fine before. And I was watching Barney and Friends. Now the TV is turning off. Oh no! The treadmill that I was using just stopped working. And now it's giving me an error message. Why?
Dave, don't get us started with this. You can use another machine, you know.
But I don't want to use another treadmill. I like this one because the other ones don't show Barney on the TV.
Of course, you can watch TV on all of the treadmills. Besides, I keep telling you many times that you're too old to watch Barney and Friends. I suggest you watch something else instead, like The Simpsons. Wait a minute, Dave, where are you going? Don't go to the receptionist to demand to have the machine fixed. Don't act like a Karen.
Can I help you with something?
Yes, the treadmill I was using just broke down on me all of a sudden, and now it's not working. Can you please go see if it can be fixed?
I most certainly can. However, I am going to have to get someone to fix the machine. If you would kindly show me which machine isn't working, I can call a technician.
It is this machine that is not working.
Let me see if I can turn it on. If it doesn't turn on, then I'm calling a technician so that it can be repaired soon. I don't want to tell you this, but I think it's going to take about 2 weeks for this treadmill to be repaired. In the meantime, you can use the other machines. I have to get back to work.
I want to use the treadmill. I want to use the treadmill. I want the treadmill repaired right now. I want to use the treadmill and watch Barney and Friends.
My goodness, this is getting really embarrassing.
Dave, stop it. Like the receptionist told you, there are other machines that you can use. There's not just one particular machine, you know.
The other treadmills are not showing Barney on the TV screens.
Look, Dave, you're embarrassing yourself, and you're embarrassing the whole family. And now everyone is looking at us. If you would stop acting like a big baby for once, that would be great.
I want the treadmill to work. 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 Why is it so complicated to get the treadmill to work?
That's it. Dave, we're going home right now. I have already had it with your behavior today.
Hey, put me down right now. I do not deserve to be treated like that.
Stop it. I wonder what to do while the kids have started doing their homework, and before Dave comes home. Looks like I'd better take this call right now. It may be important. Hello?
Hello, Catherine.
Hey, Mrs. Reed. What is it that you're calling about?
Well, on Saturday, we are going to have lunch downtown because Arthur will be going off to college the next day. Joseph won't be joining us because he misbehaved at school. But DW has been improving her behavior recently. I am thinking, can you watch over Joseph while we're downtown?
It's good to hear that DW is improving her behavior. However, if Joseph behaves just like my husband, then this is the last time I am babysitting for the Reeds.
Sounds good with me. We will leave for downtown at 12 in the afternoon. So I would like you to come over to the house by then.
See you at noon, Mrs. Reed. Brian, Emma, can you two come downstairs, please?
What is it, Mom?
Tomorrow, I am going to babysit the Reed family again, but this time I will be babysitting Joseph, while the rest of the family goes downtown to have lunch before Yardha goes off to college. While I am babysitting Joseph, you two are going over to Diana's house.
Wait, what? Joseph is in my class at school, as you may know already. And you won't believe what he did to me on the first day of school.
What did he do?
He was trying to convince me to act like a 3-year-old, kicking and screaming, just like how Dad behaves in many situations.
You must be kidding me, aren't you?
No, I am not. He was even throwing a tantrum, embarrassing not only himself, but he embarrassed the entire class.
In that case, I am going to be very strict with Joseph. And if he behaves like your father while I'm babysitting, this will be the last time I am babysitting for the Reed family. It's one thing that I have to deal with your father's behavior on a constant basis. But when I babysit for another family, it's another thing when their kid behaves the same way for me. I just cannot take this anymore.
I have heard not so good things about Joseph, and that he was a troublemaker. Not to mention he acts entitled sometimes.
I hope Joseph doesn't act like your father while the rest of the Reed family is having lunch. Alright kids, let's get into the car. First, I will drop you two off at Diana's house. And then I will head over to the Reed's house. Joseph, I want you to listen good. Before I start babysitting you, what I am about to say to you is very important.
Okay then.
Joseph, have you met my daughter, Emma?
Yes, and we have class together.
She told me that you were trying to convince her to act childish, and also like an entitled Karen, all because her father behaves that way. What you did was not very nice. You cannot tell other people to act a certain way because one of their parents behaves that way. And you even tried to convince another student named Kelly to go back to acting entitled because she used to live with Karen. I am very disappointed in what you did at school the other day. No wonder I have to be more strict with you than I was with DW. Now Joseph, don't even think about getting me started with that childish behavior. You need to learn how to respect your fellow students in school.
Hey! Do you want to know who I am? My name is Joseph, and I am the most important person in the world, so you cannot tell me what to do. The rules do not apply to me. And I believe that you are trespassing in my house. Get out of my house before I call the police.
I beg your pardon, what did you just say to me?
You cannot be telling me what to do because I am the most important person in the world, and I get everything I want. Anytime I want. And you need to accept that. Okay?
Come on, the world does not revolve around you, and besides, I am your babysitter, and that is why I'm here.
The world revolves around me. The world revolves around me and my friends. I want you to take me to Chuck E. Cheese's for lunch. I want to go to Chuck E. Cheese's.
Joseph, no! Absolutely not. We're not going to restaurants because you're grounded. Instead we're going to have something here in the house.
I want pizza. 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 I demand that you order a pizza, and when we have pizza, we watch Mary Moo Cow. And as a matter of fact, why don't you throw a tantrum and kick and scream like a big baby whenever you don't get what you want?
Because, Joseph, I know better than to act entitled and childish, especially because I have to deal with Dave's childish behavior pretty much every single day.
Since Dave gets everything he wants, you should also get everything you want and complain to the manager at stores when they don't have what you want.
Joseph, stop it. Right now. Like I said, I do not behave that way. Now, let's decide what we're going to have for lunch. We're not going to any restaurants. And I am certainly not going to order anything online, or from a smartphone application.
Well then, I demand that you start throwing a tantrum, because I know you're about to have one.
No! I'm not like Dave, and I would never think of behaving like a big baby. I know better than to do that. Now, if you would stop behaving like that, that would be great. You know what, Joseph? Go to your room for 15 minutes.
No, I am not going to my room. You get out of my house, Catherine.
And I am also going to call your parents about how you are behaving for me. Also, when your parents get home, I am not going to be babysitting for the Reed family anymore. Especially with you acting so childish.
Oh 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 oh. Joseph Christopher Reed, we cannot believe you disrespected your babysitter, Catherine. You acted very childish, and you even demanded her to act childish.
Now she doesn't want to babysit for this family anymore. Because of this, you will be grounded for another 3 weeks. This means we are going to turn off your phone data during this time. Also, you're not going to be playing video games during this time. Now go back upstairs to your room.
Joseph, may I see you in my office for just a few minutes? Joseph, I have gotten complaints from students about your behavior last week, especially Cody, Kelly, and Emma. They told me that they don't want to be around you anymore.
You have to be kidding.
No, I am not. You're going to be with a different teacher for the remainder of the school year.
What teacher will I have?
You will have Mr. Robertson for the remainder of the school year. His classroom is located across from Miss Susan. Now, you can leave my office and go to class.
Hey, Mom, what are you doing?
You're not going to believe this. About an hour ago, I finished creating my very own operating system. Now I am installing it on your father's laptop.
Really? What is the operating system for?
Well, I am tired of your father playing baby games and watching baby shows. So, whenever he is trying to download a baby game or even watch a baby show, he will not be able to because I will have them blocked from his computer with the new operating system.
You know what, I actually like that idea, to be honest. It's about time Dad learned to act more grown-up for once. So I hope this will teach him a lesson.
I agree with Brian. Why does Dad always have to be watching baby shows for preschoolers? Or playing games that are for little children?
Good, I just installed Catherine OS on your father's laptop. Now, this will teach him not to watch baby shows or play baby games because he is too old for that.
Well, Emma? I guess this will mean that Dad is going to act more grown-up, finally?
It's about time he changed his behavior. I am only 10 years old, and you're 12. And we don't watch baby shows anymore.
Alright, now that I've got back from my walk, it's time to continue watching more episodes of Barney and Friends. Wait, what in the world happened to my computer? This does not look anything like Windows 10. My computer was running Windows 10 about an hour ago. But now it is running some operating system, and I think it was created by a troublemaker. I need to see who decided to take over my computer, because I need to keep watching Barney and Friends. Somebody please help me reinstall Windows 10 on my computer.
Welcome to Catherine OS, version 1. My name is Catherine, and I will guide you on how to use this brand new operating system.
Who could have installed this silly operating system on my laptop? I know I did not install it.
Actually, I believe you're the one who installed my operating system, because it is now running on your computer.
I did not install this operating system. I am serious, this could not have been me. I need to go back to using Google Chrome. I need to watch Barney on Friends. I want to watch Barney. I want to watch Barney. I want to watch Barney. I don't have time for this.
Excuse me, but what did you just say?
I said I don't have time for this nonsense. And Brian or Emma installed this operating system on my laptop. I need to get back to watching Barney and Friends.
Absolutely not. First of all, you do not talk to me like that. It is very disrespectful, not to mention, very childish. And second of all, I want you to stop watching baby shows and playing video games that for preschool children. You are too old for that stuff, and you need to learn to act more grown up for once. Is it that complicated? I don't think so.
No. I'm not going to listen to what you tell me. I enjoyed watching Barney and Friends on Sprout. And now I can't watch the show because now my computer isn't running Windows 10 anymore. How could you do this to me, you entitled Karen? I demand that you change the computer back to Windows 10 so that I can watch Barney and Friends.
Dave, stop it. Stop calling me Karen, and I am not those one being entitled. You're the one who is acting like that, you big baby. And for calling me Karen, you are grounded for 173421752173105216372132742974240 weeks.
You cannot ground me, because I am a grown-up, not a little child. Why don't you ground Brian or Emma? Either one of them installed this silly operating system on my laptop, and now I cannot watch my favorite baby show.
No! I am not going to ground Brian or Emma. They did not install this operating system on your computer. And more importantly, they do not act childish, and Brian is only 12, and Emma is 10.
I want you to fix my computer. I want you to fix my computer. Please, fix my computer so that it runs Windows 10. Wait a minute. I did not realize this. But there's an application where I can use the internet. I think I can go to Sprout so I can watch Barney, even if this computer isn't running Windows 10 anymore. Well, the good thing is, I can still use the internet. I better go on to Sprout and watch more Barney and Friends. Wait, why is the page taking forever to load?
Dave, I think you already know why it's taking forever.
Oh no! It's been 20 minutes, and this page is still loading. Oh no! I cannot believe that I can't watch Barney on my laptop.
That's right. I am not letting you watch Barney and Friends, or any baby show, anymore. Same with playing baby games.
Someone please, buy me a new laptop. I want a new laptop.
Dave, stop it. You're annoying everyone in this family with your childish behavior, especially Brian and Emma are getting tired of your behavior. I installed Catherine OS on your computer because we are all so tired of you watching baby shows.
I want to watch Barney. I want to watch Barney and Friends. I want to watch Barney and Friends. Can you please buy me a new laptop? Buy me a new laptop. Buy me a new computer.
No! I'm not buying you a new computer. You have enough money to do that yourself. And one thing, if you buy a new computer, don't even think about watching baby shows. Now, I am going downstairs and I will be back to talk to you in 30 minutes.
No, wait, please buy me a new computer. Why can't you do that for me? War. Okay, reinstalling Windows 10 on my computer is almost complete. In case you didn't realize, I do have a USB drive to install the operating system. Once that is done, I can go back to watching Barney. Windows 10 is now installed on my laptop once again. So there was no need to buy a new laptop.
Dave, can you come downstairs for a minute? We have a surprise for you. Dave, the kids have decided to go to McDonald's for lunch because they are doing well in school, even though it may be too soon to say that since it's only the second week of the new school year.
Yes. I really like McDonald's, my other favorite restaurant. I have not eaten there in a very long time. And I especially liked getting Happy Meals from there during the 80s and 90s.
I also like McDonald's, and thank you for taking me and Emma.
Same here. I would also like to thank you Mum and Dad.
You're very welcome. Now, Dave, I really want you to be on your very best behavior. Okay?
Okay, Catherine. I will try and be on my best behavior at McDonald's.
Well then, let's get into the car and head over there.
Good afternoon, and welcome to McDonald's. How may I take your orders this afternoon?
Yes, for me, I would like a Big Mac combo meal.
I would like a cheeseburger combo meal.
For me, a 6-piece chicken McNugget Happy Meal with apple slices, milk, and a toy.
And for me, I would like the hamburger Happy Meal, also with apple slices, milk, and a toy.
A grown man, ordering a Happy Meal?
Someone here is acting childish.
And he looks very familiar. He's the same person who threw a tantrum at the zoo the other day.
Dave, can you order something else from the menu? I think you're too old to have a Happy Meal. Those are for children.
Catherine, I never had but a Happy Meal in a very long time. And that's why I wanted to come here. And I like the toys that come with the meals.
Oh no, here we go again. I think Dad is about to throw another tantrum.
Dave, you're a grown man, and grown men don't order kids' meals at restaurants. Can you order something else, like a chicken sandwich?
But I want a toy, especially a preschool toy, like a xylophone, or a toy piano.
Dave, you're too old to be playing with toys, especially those for preschoolers. Like I said, you can order something from the regular menu, or we can go home. Your choice.
Dora, I think we should leave. This is getting very embarrassing.
I agree, let's go before things get even worse.
I want a happy meal. 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 Why can't you let me order a happy meal, you entitled Karen?
Dave, stop it. You always do this every time we go places, all because you don't get what you want. And look, not only you're embarrassing yourself and the entire family, everyone in the restaurant is looking at us.
Why does Dad always insist on ordering from the kids' menu? I am only 12, and next year I am going to be ordering from the regular menu.
I agree with you, Brian, and even worse, Dad's tantrums are getting very annoying. I think we should go home.
Wow.
Stop it. Right now. We are going straight home, and you're going to be grounded. Now get up off the floor.
Why? I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. I want a happy meal. I want a toy.
That's it. We're going straight home, and that is final.
Hey, I demand you put me down this instant. I do not deserve to be treated like this. I will sue you in court.
Dave, that is enough.
Okay, class. Now that we are about 3 weeks into the school year, today is the day that we are going to do a lab in physics. So I am going to assign each and every one of you a lab partner, so pay very close attention.
I hope my lab partner is going to be Larry Loud. Because then we can go around the classroom and tell the other students that they're doing their assignment all wrong, claim we own the classroom.
And I hope Arthur is my lab partner. We make a very good team when it comes to being troublemakers and entitled Karens. And as a matter of fact, we own this classroom, not Mr. Parker.
Noah, you will be working with DW. Arthur, you will be with Henry. Larry, you'll be working with Toby.
Wait, what?
Larry, don't interrupt. I'm not finished assigning everyone their partners.
But I want Arthur to be my lab partner. I don't want him to be with Noah.
Same here. I want Larry Loud to be my lab partner, not Noah. This is so not fair.
Arthur, that's enough. You're going to have Noah for your lab partner. Now let me finish. If you keep up this behavior, then I am going to have to send you to the principal's office. Am I clear?
I want Arthur to be my lab partner. 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 Why? Why can you do this to me, Mr. Parker?
Both of you. Get up off the floor, right now. And return to your seats. This is the 12th grade, and you're acting like big babies. You should know better than to throw a tantrum, especially during school.
Larry and I are not throwing a tantrum, and how could you call us childish? We're not children. We're seniors in high school. We're only upset because you did not assign us both to be lab partners.
First of all, you don't choose who your lab partner is going to be. I am the one who does that. Now, I'm not going to ask you again, but I want you two to get up off the floor, stop kicking and screaming like 3-year-olds, and get back into your seats so I can finish assigning everyone their lab partners. Either that or you go to the principal's office.
My goodness, this is really getting embarrassing. Just the other day, I saw someone acting this way, and he was much older than us. I think he was 35 or 40, and he was throwing tantrums in public. And this is also how I used to behave many years ago, but not anymore. That's why I don't get grounded by my parents, and it's been years since I was last sent to the principal's office.
And this is how my younger brother behaves nowadays. I used to act like this before, but not so much anymore because I am finally learning my lessons. I agree with Noah, this is absolutely embarrassing. And perhaps, I can go back to being with Miss Martinez for the rest of 11th grade.
Seriously, this is wasting time. I'd like to get on with the assignment. When are these two going to learn that they should not be throwing tantrums in class?
Arthur, Larry Loud, that is enough. Both of you, to the principal's office. Right, now. And you're getting a 0 on today's assignment.
Arthur, Larry, I thought I told you to go to the principal's office.
Do you want to know something? This is our home, and now you have to do everything we say, is that clear?
And the first thing you must understand is that we own this classroom.
You two don't own this classroom, it belongs to the school, and the school is county property. What you're saying does not make sense, not to mention, you're acting all entitled now.
Did we say you can talk? Rule number 1, do not talk, unless I say you can. You're grounded for 1780329016342190890643172321975462310975462310, generations.
You know what, Arthur and Larry? I'm going to have to take both of you to the office myself because you refused to listen to me. Now, come with me, right now.
We're not going to the office because we own this school. Okay?
You do not own the school, like Noah just said. Now, come with me to the principal's office right now. I said, come with me to the principal's office right now.
Arthur, Larry Loud, not you two again. Why did Mr. Parker send you to my office just now? And this is only the 3rd week of the school year.
Well, Principal Claire, we were about to do an assignment for physics, and the assignment required that teams of 2 people complete it.
And?
I expected to have Arthur for my lab partner.
And I expected to work with Larry Loud, because then we could do whatever we wanted to do.
Mr. Parker was being rude to us by assigning us different lab partners, and that's why we got very upset with him, and even told him that we owned the classroom.
He told me that you two were throwing tantrums like a 3-year-old, kicking and screaming on the floor, and then you two acted like entitled Karens, claiming that you owned the classroom, when in fact, it is school property. We do not accept that kind of behavior, and you two need to act more grown up, since this is high school, not kindergarten. Now, you two will be serving in school suspension for physics class, starting today and ending 2 weeks from today. I'm also going to notify your parents about your behavior. Now go to the detention room.
Arthur, words cannot explain how angry we are with you right now. We cannot believe that you and Larry Loud threw tantrums in class this morning and acted very childish. Not only that, you two are serving in school suspension for 2 weeks. That is it.
You're grounded for that time period. This means no playing video games, no talking to troublemakers on Zoom, no TV for 2 weeks, and you will only be allowed to leave the house to go to school, or go for a walk around the neighborhood. Now go upstairs to your room, and think about how you behaved at school.
Larry Loud, What in the world is wrong with you this time? We cannot believe that you and Arthur were acting like 3-year-olds because you didn't like the fact that your teacher assigned each of you a lab partner and you wanted to work with each other. And you got in school suspension for 2 weeks. For this.
You will be grounded during this time. Do you know what this means? No TV, no playing video games, no going to Peter Piper Pizza, no Carl's Jr., no talking to your friends on Zoom, and you'll have to come home from school right away. Go upstairs to your room now.
Alright, I am about to beat this level, and then I will have 5 more left before I win the game. Am I good at playing Barney Goes to the Circus? Yes, I just beat this level. Now, on to the next 5 levels, and I will have won this game.
Dave. Dave, can you hear me?
Yes, Catherine. What is it?
You have been playing on the Xbox for a little over 2 hours since you came home from work. And in 5 minutes, there is a special news program on Channel 8 that I need to watch. So can you please get off of the TV now?
Wait, what?
I said, can you please get off of the TV right now? Because in 5 minutes, I want to watch the news.
No. Not until I am finished with this game. I have 5 more levels to win. Okay?
Dave, are you going to start this childish behavior nonsense with me, like always? I really have had it. And it's getting very tiring. Please get off the TV and take your console upstairs or something.
No, I demand you leave me alone, because this is my TV, and no one else is allowed to use it, other than me. And that is how things are. So, I want you to leave me alone, right now. Or I am going to sue you in court. Do you understand?
Stop it. The couch belongs to the entire family, not just you. Now, I am getting really angry because I want to watch the news, and not only you're acting childish, you're also acting like a Karen.
No. I have a 10-game winning streak, and I don't want you to mess it up for me. Okay? Can't you watch the news on your phone?
No! Like I said, in just a few minutes, the news is going to be on Channel 8, and I need to watch the news by then. I am going to give you a warning, if you don't turn off the Xbox, then I am going to take it away from you. Not only that, you will not use the TV for a week, and I will also take away your TV upstairs during that time. Now, I suggest you go and do something else, like reading a book or something. You don't need to be on the TV all day, you know.
No. Please don't take my TV away from me. If you do, then I won't be able to win Barney Goes to the Circus.
Dave, another thing I wanted to tell you, you're too old to be playing Barney Goes to the Circus. That game is for preschoolers, and you're a grown man. Like I said, I suggest you go read a book, and you need to not be playing video games for several hours at a time.
Why on earth is Dad throwing another tantrum?
Because he is refusing to share the TV. He has been playing video games for 2 hours since he got home from work, and now I need to use the TV because the news is going to come on at any minute. But your dad won't let me watch TV.
I want to finish playing my game. I want to finish 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 my game. Why do you entitled Karens not let me finish playing Barney Goes to the Circus? I am going to lose the game, I'm afraid.
Dad, stop it with your childish behavior. Right now. You need to give the TV to Mom, okay? I am only 12 years old, and I don't play video games for several hours a day. I have better things to do in life, like go to school, go for a walk, make friends.
I agree with everything Brian is saying. You need to let mom watch TV, because she needs to see what is in the news. And you can always play your video games another time, you know.
Wow.
Why do you entitled Karens not let me get my way? This is not fair. You're not letting me play Barney Goes to the Circus, and I have a long day at work. I just want to play 5 more games. Is it that complicated?
Emma, let's get back to doing our homework assignments. We cannot waste any more time with this childish nonsense.
I agree with you 100%, Brian. This is really making us angry.
Right. I am going to carry you upstairs to your room, and you'll be grounded for a week.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Put me down this instant, you entitled Karen.
Stop it.
Alright, I am now on the last level, and if I pass this level, I win the game. Wow, do I enjoy playing Barney Goes to the Circus, the best game I have ever played in my entire life. Yes, I just won Barney Goes to the Circus. And thanks to Goanimate logic, I was able to finish this game.
Jane, have you noticed that DW has been improving her behavior recently?
Yes, I have noticed that. She does not seem to be misbehaving much anymore, and she is also getting better grades in school these days.
That is really good to hear. But we don't know why she is improving. What seems to be going on right now?
I have no idea, either. David, I think I hear DW coming downstairs.
Mom and Dad.
What is it, DW?
I have something to tell you. And it's the real reason why I have been acting so childish, and even entitled a lot of the time.
Are you going to lie to us, like you used to do?
Absolutely not.
Go ahead.
Well, the real reason I have been behaving like this is because both of you are really busy, like almost all of the time, not just during the week, but also on the weekends. And Mom, you have been spending a lot of time with your friends during your free time. And yes, I admit that I have done a lot of bad things in the past. I am going to learn from my mistakes, and I'd like to improve my life. Also, it would be nice if at least one of you would spend some time with me.
Oh, DW, how come you didn't tell us that you were feeling like you're left out?
I tried to tell you, Dad, just 2 days ago. But you were very busy with your work projects. You told me to go away and stop bothering you. Once again, I regret all of the bad things I've done in the past. But I think you were a big part of the reason why I have been misbehaving a lot.
So, what you're telling us is that you have been acting the way you did is just for attention, is that right?
I guess so. Why is it that you are always a workaholic, and you put your work before your own daughter? That is just selfish.
Well, I have to admit that yes, I have been working a lot and not spending enough time with the family. My sincere apologies.
I also regret not spending time with you, DW. My apologies.
In this case, I will forgive you both.
Thank you, DW. And Mom and I will try to spend more time with you.
And I am also really sorry for how I have been behaving.
And we forgive you, DW.
Thank you, Mom and Dad. I will be going back upstairs to let everyone in Goanimate City know that I am improving my behavior. Then I will finish my homework. Okay, it looks like I have gotten a lot of comments on my new video. Let's see what people have to say. Wow, Everyone is congratulating me on improving my behavior. And I even have a very good feeling I am going to go back to Goanimator City High School and have Miss Martinez for my teacher. Looks like I am not going to that special school for troublemakers any longer. But let's see what Miss Clementine has to say. This is really good news, indeed. And I am going to let Mom and Dad know about this.
Good morning, class. I hope you have your homework assignments ready to hand in. However, since this is DW's first day back in my class in a few months, I am going to excuse her from the assignment. First and foremost, let's congratulate DW on improving her behavior, and that is why she is back with us. Also, why is the video now in business friendly? It was in Comedy World just now.
I saw the video just 2 days ago, and DW, I am so proud of you. I knew there was some good in you.
Same here, I also knew there was good in you, DW. We're so proud of you for changing your behavior for the better.
Thank you all for your kind words, everyone. It really means a lot.